Hello. Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of Calanthe, the Blue Crystal. Whether you found us through YouTube at MindMineTV, Podbean, or iTunes, or watching us live on Twitch right now, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on this journey through my custom homebrew-ish kinda type D&D 5th edition game. You can find out more information about the world that we've created at calanthednd.wordpress.com, and that's spelled CALANTHEDND.wordpress.com. Check it out. We'll be doing some more updates on there as well. And of course, Evin, our tech dwarf, is in chat, and he'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have about the world. Last time on the Blue Crystal, our intrepid heroes lost track of not one, but possibly 2 people. And I say lost track of because there is a time travel shenanigans afoot. That's right. And after their exhausting day, the remaining 4 adventurers decided to head back to town, head back to Ballant, and see if they can wrap their heads around what's going on, see if they can get more answers from some people who may have been involved with some of the things that have been happening, such as Boggin, the crazed dwarf monk that they met many episodes ago, but it's only been like a day or 2 in game. So we begin back at the Craven Fleming Inn. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi there.
Let's do this.
Thrimby's been through a lot, y'all.
He's not emotionally ready.
He found some bones that he believes are of someone he may know. And despite Thrimby's "everybody dies, you're gonna die tomorrow," it seems like this may have hit him a little harder than one might think. So he's a little tired.
Yep, dwarves are always a little tired.
Okay, so you arrive at the inn, and it's late enough in the second day that it's almost the beginning of the third day. So as you arrive, everything's pretty much closed off in the tavern. You can't really see anybody there, and you make your way to the courtyard, potentially deciding to turn in for the night, but you of course may do as you wish. Would anybody like to go first?
Shiala is gonna get him. Oh, sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
hey, you go for it. You go for it. You go for it.
Shiala would just immediately go to check on Boggin, so she can go upstairs and do that, and everybody else does their thing. Or try to do that. I guess he's not there.
Yes, as you make your way over to the room that Boggin was in, the door is open, unlocked, I should say. And if you were to peer inside, you would see that there is nobody in that room.
I'm gonna let everybody else get their stuff out of the way before I go pursuing that.
Alright, Trimby's gonna go turn in. Which was the room that I was in before?
You were with
Top
Griffith.
right.
Alright, I'm gonna go to that room. Is Griffith still there?
If you were to walk in, he is snoring away peacefully, and the fire is still going.
Alright. Trimby walks in really loudly, like banging the door open because he doesn't know Griffith's still in there. And he sees Griffith, and he just gets naked and goes to bed.
Briffic does one of these wake up snores. Turns around and promptly starts snoring in the other direction.
Makaria also goes in that room with her one hand over her face to not look at Thrimby, and goes and proceeds to violently wake Briffic.
Poor Perfect.
How how do you go about actually waking him up?
I shake him vigorously and I yell, "Wake up! I need your help! Wake up right now!"
Oh, what's? Oh, it's you. I was dreaming about. Anyways,
I don't care what you were dreaming about. Something happened to Nita say.
need to say, and Briffic immediately looks at her. What happened?
Stuff happened, but how do I fix her? How do I make her better?
Briffic takes Nidase, who is relatively happy to see him, and he looks at the missing gems and gives you a nod and says, there's an artificer in Sola. She can help put her together. What was her name? Sparkle Gem. Yes, Sparkle Gem. She can help.
You want me to go to somebody named Sparkle Gem?
The question is lost on Briffic as he attempts to try to put the gems back in some of the Nidase sockets, but they fall right back out. And he just looks up and he says, "Yeah, that's her name."
Fine. Thanks for your help. Does she know who you are? If I mention your name, is she gonna help me?
Oh yes, she's fixed up Nidase more than once. I've gotten myself into some scrapes in the past. Totally not my fault, though, you understand. But poor Nidase did bear the brunt of some of that.
Makaria looks at him really suspiciously and says, "Is she gonna like you?"
What does that mean? Briffic asks with complete innocence on his part.
Nothing. I'm sure it'll be fine. Thanks.
Oh, and don't mention anything about her height. She's a very touchy gnome.
Why would I say anything about that? That's rude. Even I know better than that. Who do you think I am, Callum? Makaria leaves.
Briffic looks longingly at Nidase. One might get the sense that he is a little sad to have parted with her, but he's too tired to really think about it and goes back to sleep.
I already put all my stuff by that bed.
Sorry, I thought you were in that one, the other one last time. I'm switching.
I did. I walked over there and unloaded all my stuff.
How was I supposed to know that? I was yelling at Briffic and Verby was naked. It was very weird.
College dorm RP going here.
I wish I had fireplaces in my college.
It's a high quality one.
I did live in a castle, though, but it was much draftier than one might think.
I don't know. I would think a castle's pretty drafty. Is that everybody then? Am I the only one still doing things?
Yeah, Makaria lays down. She kind of is fiddling with something in her bag, but she's not gonna fall asleep anytime soon. She's just kind of laying there quiet.
Alright, so I guess Chiala's just gonna set down her backpack in the room and then go looking for Boggin. Probably going downstairs.
Okay. 1 second. And Sariel, is there anything else you wanted to do, or are you all set?
Sariel's just gonna kind of stare into the flames for a couple hours and wait until she's like really tired, and then get 4 hours of sleep.
Gotta love being an elf. I would love to
Yeah.
get only 4 hours of sleep.
I lived that life.
She might even stay in this nice warm chair by the fireplace and trance here.
So you're not even gonna use the bed you kicked me out of?
I haven't decided yet, alright?
Okay, so Shiela heads downstairs. Met with just a calm quiet everywhere. Some of the fires are dying out in the fireplaces. It doesn't look like anything's been really cleaned up or put in their place. It almost appears as if everything was the same as when they left.
Alright, so she's going to start looking looking for Boggin, I guess. Just in general. Just looking around the building. The innkeep is not here, I'm guessing.
Nope. And actually, you would not be able to enter through the front door or anything, but since
Oh,
you're
it's
already
all
in
locked?
the building, yeah, you're able to walk through some of the inner doors, but the front entrance is closed.
So I could have gone through this way.
Yeah.
Alright. So just do I have to go down here and actually check, or can I just say Shiala went down there and checked and you tell me?
We can say that there doesn't
Okay.
seem to be anybody else on the bottom floor or in the cellar.
Alright. She's going to go back upstairs. Is there anything I'm forgetting by any chance where we might have any idea of where they happen to be? Like, that was several sessions ago.
No, I mean you could always check in the room where you knew Elaine to be sleeping and with Mara, but
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go next.
both doors are unlocked, but only Elaine is still there.
This one's right next door here, so I'm going to go in here and knock on the door.
There is no answer.
Shiala's not rude, so she's just going to go over to the next door. You said this was the one that Uthmara was at.
Yes.
Okay, I don't even remember that. But she's gonna go ahead and knock on it anyway.
And there's no answer there either.
Okay, she's going to go over to where she knows the girls are sleeping because she doesn't want to walk in on a naked dwarf, and knocks on their door.
Hello?
Okay. What's up?
Shiala walks in. So, where? Boggin and Uthmara are not here.
Maybe they'll turn up by morning.
Makaria just sighs, gets up slowly, grabs Nidase, and says, "Let's go."
Well, I think we should get rest before we go looking. You may be right, maybe they'll show up by morning, but it's just Isn't it a little weird?
Yeah, I don't know. Uthmara's left here before.
That's true.
Listen, your friend, your decision. If it were me, I'd go now. But if you trust it, we can wait.
Well, we need to rest, or we might run into some more trouble and not be prepared to deal with it.
I agree.
So we'll see if they show up, and if they aren't here by morning, we'll go after them then.
Alright, sounds good. Makaria puts Nidase back down, lays back in bed.
She goes back over to the room that she is oh, the other way. This is a weird room. Alright, she goes back in. And she goes to lay down and get ready to sleep.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything else before the night takes you?
Sariel's gonna go and get her super soft blanket and then wrap up in it and go back to the chair.
Makaria is going to rifle through her backpack for a minute, pull out the small book that's written in Elvish that she picked up from the tower, and walk over and kind of just like toss it in Sariel's lap, not say anything, and just get back in bed.
Ooh, a book. What is this? I
don't know, I can't read it.
Book? I read the book. Or I at least try to. I don't know, what does the cover say?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Was it the book that you picked up from the bookcase or the table?
The table.
The table. Oh, give me 1 second. Sariel, the book is called The Sundering of Helpold, and it is a book that is actually written by hand. A very beautiful, essentially an illuminated type of manuscript, and it talks about the Sundering of Helpold that happened millennia ago, and the images and the text is actually describing the very first part of that dream that you had a few days ago, where the crystals that were tethered to the ground break free and there's a shattering.
Ooh. Alright, that's crazy. Is Makaria still awake?
Yep.
So this explains some stuff that I like dreamed about before I read this.
That's weird.
Right? We should take a closer look at it tomorrow.
I don't know what you dream about.
It was crystals, like, and there was crazy stuff. I need rest first before I go over all.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright, so I'm gonna just borrow this then, so I can go over it. Yeah?
It's all yours. I don't know Elvish.
Okay. I'm gonna go stow it in my stuff and then collapse on the bed.
Okay. So the night passes rather uneventfully. And within a few hours, it is day. And the first person to, I guess, wake up would be Sariel. And you can start to hear some birds chirping outside, and maybe even some small commotion downstairs. Nothing loud.
How many hours have passed?
It's early morning. A long's rest number of hours have passed
Okay.
in this world.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of tiptoe out of the room then. Well, I get my gear out of the thing, and then I go tiptoe out of the room because I don't want to wake any. I don't want to be rude. Do I see need to say moving before I leave the room? I guess not. All right. Well, I'm gonna go downstairs and see what the commotion is.
I feel like there's a roll initiative coming on.
No. I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny. Does anybody else wake up with the chirping birds, or would Sariel be the only one right now?
I can roll
Susie?
stealth and go check it out.
There's no fight. There's no fight.
I have everybody paranoid now. Shiala is not exactly one to sleep in, so
Trimby sleeps deep.
dwarves sleep deep.
Yeah. Most everything about dwarves is pretty deep.
That's true. So Shiala would wake up, but she normally spends some time meditating in the morning, so she'd still just kind of be sitting on her bed.
Okay. Makaria, need to say? Anybody?
Nidase got up as soon as Saria left the room, but she just kind of went and sat in front of the fire, spun around a couple times before she sat down, you know, the usual.
Aww.
Cutest little thing.
Makaria hears the birds and is completely annoyed by them, so just shoves her pillow over her face.
The ranger who doesn't like birds.
It has been a very long night.
It's okay. We have a sorcerer who doesn't have the arcana skills, so
We're
And a
all
monk
unique
without religion.
snowflakes.
Unique snowflakes. Okay. Sariel, you head downstairs, and the main door is unlocked at this point, and both Paasha and Elaine are sitting at a table by the fireplace, talking to each other. And you see that Paasha has a kind of a larger sack next to her.
Hi, guys.
Paasha looks up and says, "Oh, good morning."
What's in that sack?
I have a few things for you all as a thank you for what you did for us with Karvak. Is everyone still sleeping?
They'll probably be along shortly. I could try to go wake them if you want.
Oh, that's all right. We can wait.
All right. You got any food? I look at Elaine.
Elaine gives a nod and she says, "Do you want hot or cold?"
Hot. Always hot.
All right, give me a few minutes. I can see what I can throw together. And she gets up and goes over to the kitchen.
Alright, I don't like fish. Sorry. Thank you.
Fish sandwiches out.
I'm gonna come sit on this bench near Paasha. Just kind of stare at the fire.
Paasha just begins sort of rummaging through her sack. Looks like she's contemplating the items inside.
Sariel, like, is trying not to peer out of the corner of her eye into the sack. Like, really trying to be respectful and stuff, but she's like, oh my god, there's like things in there and they're for us. So she's just like really fidgety and she's trying to act like she's staring at the flames, but really she's like looking out of the corner of her eye every chance she can to try to see what items are in the bag.
I'm guessing Shiala would probably be finished meditating after just a few minutes. She just does it when she first wakes up until she's finished waking up. And would probably come down over on these stairs since that's where the doorway leads. She will come and join them at the table.
Oh,
It's
hey,
like-
Shiala.
She'd be like, did Uthmara or Boggin ever come back? She's directing this at everybody nearby.
I haven't seen her. Paasha?
Uthmara took Boggin to Sola. I think they're trying to figure out how to... Well, he's had modify memory spelled on him. We're trying to find somebody who can undo it. They left yesterday. I'm not sure how long it's going to take them to find someone with those abilities. They're looking for like a greater restoration spell, maybe. I didn't think anyone in your group could do that.
Is that why he seemed so confused?
Paasha nods. Yeah, I was able to use identify and figure out what had happened to him. It seemed like he lost almost a week's worth of memories. Someone incredibly powerful did that to him. And I can't think, neither of us could think what was so important in our little town that would require someone of such importance to be here. And as she says this, she's a little frightened as she keeps thinking about that.
Shiala nods and just kind of looks to Sariel and then back to Paasha. You said you identify... Can you identify magical items?
I can.
And, like, tell us what they do or what they are?
Yes? Do you have some?
Yes, I do. I have a few. She presents the ring that she got, and also she has her cloak on and sort of pulls that off and sets that on the table. I don't know what either of these things do.
Okay, let's see here. Paasha takes the ring in her hand. And about a minute later, she hands it back to Shiala and says, "This is a Daredevil ring. It requires an attunement by a barbarian or a fighter, and once per day you can pass a Constitution saving throw they would have otherwise failed."
That is a really weird sounding thing that you just said, but okay.
More or less. She
Alright, she takes the ring and just puts it back on. She knows she can't. She figures she can't use it. She does not fit the description that was given, but she has nothing else to do with it. So.
She takes the cloak and spends a minute poring over it, and then puts it on the table. And she says, "This is called the Cloak of Many Fashions. It requires attunement by a spellcasting class, and you can at any time change the style, the color, the apparent quality of this garment, and its weight doesn't change. It doesn't acquire any particular other properties when it does change, but you can make it look like anything you want, any other type of cloak or overgarment. And it can't change into anything else other than the cloak."
So you said this has to be used by somebody with spellcasting ability?
Yes.
She just picks it up and tosses it over at Sariel.
Woo!
It's
How- like,
Christmas.
how-
I'll
How
write
do
it.
we alter it? Do we just think of what we want it to look like and then it becomes that, or Sariel's just very uneducated on this type of garment?
You can spend some time to attune to it, and then everything will be apparent to you.
Sariel immediately puts it on.
And Shiala also pulls out one of those candle holder things and says, "I think we got some sort of read on these that they were magical as well. Can you tell if they are, and maybe what their purpose is?" She does not give any context as to why she has a magical candle holder or where she got it.
Of course. And as she attempts to see what as she attempts to identify that particular item, Makaria comes down. Makaria, do you use the internal stairs or the outside stairs?
The outside stairs. And this is a window over here behind the barrels, right?
Yes.
Alright, so Makaria kind of looks in the window, sees that group sitting at the table over there, and decides she's going to go to the kitchen instead.
As she does that, she sees Elaine has put together a bowl, two bowls out. One is one she's filling with looks like some sort of hot oat porridge. As you walk in,
Can I smell this or no? It's way too far away, right?
too far. Yeah.
Okay.
I say, "Ooh, is that hot oat porridge I see?"
Sure is.
Can I get a bowl of that?
Elaine fills a second bowl with it and hands it over to you. And then she says, "Anything else? You can just help yourself."
Oh, great.
And she walks out with the other bowl, bringing it over to Sariel.
This isn't the contaminated cheese, is it?
The contaminated cheese.
Fish cheese? The Thrimby fish cheese?
That just
I don't-
sounds even worse. fish cheese.
I don't know if Makaria was there when that all happened, but it looks like everything that is out there now is fresh looking.
All right, I'm
As
gonna get
fresh
some of
as you
this
can tell.
cheese too.
Jerry, roll a Constitution check.
Oh my god, it better be for cheese-induced constipation and not like salmonella.
Sorry. It's regular cheese.
Great. I'm gonna take my porridge and my cheese, and I'm going to. Oh wait, let me get Nita say. All right, we're a unit now, and I'm going to head in and sit over here, so it's like I'm with the group, but I'm not. That's where I prefer to be.
And Makaria now sees that Sariel is wearing Shiala's cloak.
She doesn't question it.
Meanwhile, upstairs, Bruffic is still sleeping and not snoring as much. Thrimby, do you wake up or are you still asleep as well?
Sure, I'll wake up. Thrimby wakes with a start because he's been having like nightmares.
Thrimby.
Then he casually puts on his clothes and takes his hammer and goes downstairs.
Nice guy Thrimby doesn't wake Briffic.
Oh, I should. Whatever. Too late.
I mean, Bruffic's been through a lot too, so he saw some burning bodies. I mean, you know.
There's a guy who could die at any moment.
And we've got our Thrimby back.
All it took was one night.
One night with Briffic will do that to you.
Whoa.
One night with Briffic will have you no longer questioning death.
It's
Does
that
this door
snoring.
open,
It's that snoring.
pulling or pushing?
That is a push.
Gonna
Alright.
pull it.
Thurby pushes that door. He looks around at everyone and he's like, "Where's the food?"
Elaine looks at him and then also makes a quick glance at Shiela and she says, got some hot oat porridge. If I could bring you some, or if you want to go grab it from the kitchen. She kind of gives a shrug. Like she just does not care.
Shiala says, sure, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I'll take one too. Stick a fish in it, could you?
Oh, God.
Did she
Okay.
bring me mine?
Oh,
not?
yes. And
Okay, I'm currently eating it then.
she has brought it over.
I highly recommend the porridge, guys. It's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah, tastes like oats.
I was asking Tatiana, is it good?
Sariel thinks it's great.
It's a little sweet and very fluffy. It has some pretty good texture as far as oat porridges go.
Oh yeah, Sariel really likes it.
Shiala looks at everybody and relays what Paasha told them about Uthmara and Boggin heading to Sola to have his mind unscrewed with.
Let's go after him. I need to go to Sola anyway.
And then Shiala turns to Paasha and relays the events of what happened at the Blue Tower, which I'm not sure I want to actually talk about because that could take a while.
Which events specifically do you recount?
Primarily them being brought through the caves and going in, Callum being lost, and the chick, I can't remember her name. Hawyn.
Hawyn.
It's such a hard name to remember for me. How Hawyn and Callum have disappeared, and just basically the general events of what happened. She doesn't seem to be keeping much of it back because she assumes that Paasha is like friends with Hawyn and knows about all of this stuff. She probably forgets to tell Howyn's story, but like the whole time travel thing, she kind of doesn't remember that part, or doesn't remember to tell about that part. So it may seem horribly out of context.
Do you use Howyn's name or Willow's name?
She would use Hawyn. Shiala has no tact.
When you first start talking about Hawyn, Paasha kind of looks at you quizzically and then lets you finish your stories, and at the end of it all, she looks around and she goes, "Who is Hawyn?"
Oh, she was Willow, but she was in disguise. So Willow isn't Willow. Willow is Hawyn.
Paasha looks at Elaine, and Elaine looks back at her, and then Paasha says, "Who is Willow?"
You don't remember?
Shakes her head no.
I don't like this.
Was she
How
part of
do
your
we-
group, or I remember Callum.
She took us to the
Shiala just
tower, the blue tower.
Shiala holds her hand up to Sariel to try and just stop her, because Shiala's just had a thought and doesn't want to talk about it in front of everybody quite yet. Don't worry about it. We should probably go find. Do you know anything about something called the Lofty Tower?
The Lofty Tower. Lofty Tower. Paasha shakes her head. I don't think so.
Land of Willows? Anything?
Willows. The Land of Willows. I know the Willow Stones.
Makaria gasps and drops her spoon.
Paasha looks over at her, does Elaine.
Dun, dun, dun.
Makaria just looks uncomfortable for a second and waits to see if anything else is said.
I'm kind of just staring over, kind of peering as far as I can while sitting on the bench at Makaria.
She looks at Paasha and she says, "What do you know about the Willow Stone?"
Paasha looks a little uncomfortable as she relays this to everyone, but especially not looking at Makaria. And she says, they're just, they're a formation of stones. They have these symbols. They look like willows on them, and about a day, maybe a day and a half, northeast of here. I've been there a few times. And she trails off.
Makaria kind of like stares her down and says, "Did my father know of this place?"
Paasha takes a measured deep breath and nods. He took me there.
Makaria puts her stuff down, packs up her backpack, gets Nita say, and starts to head out.
Paasha looks confused at her in her direction, and then just before she gets to the door, says, "Oh wait, I have some things for you all." And
Oh yeah, guys, she has presents for us.
I forgot about that.
Totally forgot to.
Makaria, like, deeply sighs, turns around, and slowly heads back to the table.
Getting gifts from Mom.
She's not my mom!
Sariel doesn't get presents very often, so she like jumps up and she's just kind of dancing around, standing up, like really excited to get a present of any kind.
Shiala was raising her eyebrow to Paasha, but is now like just giving Sariel this "what is going on" kind of look. What are you doing?
Nita says jumping around at Sariel's feet, trying to follow her.
Yay!
Paasha pulls her little sack up on top of the table, and with each item she brings out, it seems almost like she's apologetic, like she doesn't think it will be worthy, but as she explains, these are some things that she's collected over the years, and she thinks that it will be useful to the group. And then she looks around, she goes, "Well, I guess I don't need anything for Callum," which is good. And she laughs. She's like, "I didn't really have a fifth thing." And she starts first with Makaria and hands her a see if this works. A small black leather pouch, very small, just fits in the palm of her hand. And she says, "This is dust of disappearance. Just a handful of fine sand inside. You can throw the dust in the air, and you and everyone around you within a few feet, you'll become invisible for several minutes. But if you cast a spell or make an attack or anything like that, the invisibility will end. You should be able to move with it, as long as you move slowly." And then she pauses. "This was something Mavros gave me once. I just haven't had a chance to use it, and I thought maybe you could use it."
Makaria kind of like clutches it in her hand and then holds it against her chest and looks down and says, Thank you.
Paasha nods, and it looks like a hint of the biggest smile is on her face, but she's trying to hide it as she dives in for the second item, and she holds out a sphere of what looks like golden metal that's sort of intertwined in and of itself, and she hands this to Shiala, and she says, "This can only be used by a believer in the faith, someone like yourself." And she kind of stumbles over her words. "I was gonna give it to Miris for her birthday, but I think you might find more use in it. It's a golden sphere of binding. It's once you attune to it, you'll find its command word, and you'll be able to throw it at a creature, a large creature, a small creature, and it will open up into a tangle of metal bands that will wrap around them, and they'll be unable to move. use it once a day. And if they ever do break the bands, they'll be able to be put back together as long as you keep them together every dawn.
Okay, thank you. That's an interesting gift. Where did you get this?
Paasha steals a glance at Makaria and then looks back at Shiela again and says, Mavros. You
sure get a lot of things from him.
He travels a lot, and sometimes, his customers paid him. If they didn't have the coin, they would pay him with items, with magic items, usually.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. She reaches in and pulls out a small small totem, handheld totem, kind of blue-green on one side, as wrapped where you would hold it in your hand with leather, and the liquid inside at the top, very cold to the touch, but kept within like a small little glass container. And she hands it to Sariel and says, "This is it's called the Translucent Totem of Chills. It does require attunement, and you'll get an extra ability to do more of your basic spells. It also has a Ray of Frost spell, and it does it replenishes itself after a little while. But once you attune to it, you'll know exactly what to do with it."
Woot! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ariel recommences dancing. She's super excited.
And then Paasha looks over at Thrimby. I have something for you too, if I know you don't hold me in high regard, but... And she gets up from the chair and walks over with her little sack, puts it on the table across from him.
Thrimby grunts and then looks in the sack.
This is a belt pouch of useless items, she says, and she kind of chuckles. You can reach inside at any time and pull out a mundane, kind of cheap item, always completely inappropriate for the current situation. And you can do that 5 times a day.
Huh, seems frivolous. You know what, Paasha? You're okay. Even despite your choice of profession. Thank you for the gift.
Paasha chuckles and gives you a nod. And she nods over at the hammer with the lightning on it, and says, one of Caraby's friends was a fan of cameos, and I hear that you were as well.
I guess fan is one way to put it.
She gathers up her empty little sack and looks around everyone and says, well, that's it. Thank you again for all your help the other day.
Of course.
Our pleasure. Sorry, Sariel was still eating some oatmeal.
Shiala is eating hers while looking over the sphere she was given.
Thrimby tries a pull from the bag. What does he get?
What were you thinking about when you were pulling it out?
My dead friend.
Jesus.
Congratulations! You pull him out of the bag.
That would be a wonder.
That's true. I just meant because he's a useless item.
Oof.
You pull out a cast iron cooking pot.
Thrimby looks at it and he's like, huh, this... Wait, how big is the pot?
Just an average size that you would find at any general shop.
Okay. I don't think Thrimby has any cooking utensils, so he's like, oh, this is actually... Alright, let's put this away.
Okay, can add that to your backpack. It's about 2.5 pounds.
Alright. Is it seasoned already?
You mean like used?
Like there should be like a coat of oil on it, right?
It's gently worn. Yeah, gently used rather.
Interesting. Alright. Yeah, Thrimby puts it away in his backpack.
Okay.
Well, Thrimby wolfs down the rest of his porridge, and he's like, "All right, sorry, little Shallow. Let's get a move on. We gotta get to Sola."
We never found out what happened to Lucan, did we?
Nope.
I'm just like really wishing, like, how are we gonna get to Sola?
It's a good question.
Yes, that was my question. How did you how did you want to travel to Sola?
Which way and how far is Sola?
It's about a day's ride away, south east. Here we can let's bring up the map.
It's too bad we don't have anybody that can turn into an animal that we can ride.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Sariel's like sad that she lost her horse.
Jeez, y'all spoiled. You got legs for a reason.
She said it was like a day's ride, right? It's gonna be like multiple days to walk there.
Yeah. Just sleep outside, in the nude, in the weather.
Debatable.
What's this?
That the great gods give us.
That's Nora.
Oh, right.
You know, over long distance, humans can outrun horses.
Over long distances.
Well, Paasha, is there anyone else that can give us a ride? Is there any other carriage driver or anything else that comes through?
Paasha, the house owner, if anybody can
Sariel's innocent, okay? She doesn't know.
I couldn't help myself.
Paasha thinks for a moment. No, we didn't really have enough money to buy a horse, and Uthmara took our last one when she went with Boggin.
Cool, so I guess we're walking. right?
Makaria says, I'm not going to Sola.
Where are you going?
I need to see these Willow Stones.
Don't
What
you
is
want to
the
fix Nita say?
Nita says fine for now.
What is the significance of these stones and where are they?
What is the significance of Boggin? I didn't ask you why you needed my help.
Because he's the only lead we have.
My point is, I didn't ask.
Paasha steps in and says, the Willow Stones are only about a day's walk away from here. I guess I could take you there and come back, and by that time, perhaps Uthmara will return. I'm sure she'll be able to lend you one horse at least.
Is there anyone else that knows the way?
To the stones?
Yes.
I don't know. She looks over at Elaine,
Paasha.
and Elaine shakes her head. She's like, I don't know nothing about no stones.
Alright, fine. I'll go with you. You guys can feel free to go to Sola or come with me, but I need to go.
I
Well,
think we should
shit.
stay together.
I'm going where Makaria goes.
Yeah, I'll go with Makaria.
Makaria, puts her head in her hand, kind of, sighs deeply and goes, "Ugh, no one's gonna remember the thug's poem," and then just starts walking down down.
So sad. The thug. Okay, let me, Paasha says, let me get my... And then she looks around. I don't really have any things, I guess. I'll grab a spare bedroll from here and, I'll meet you outside the inn.
Thank you, Paasha.
Chiala just nods.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do at the inn before you head out?
There's nowhere in this town where I can buy swords, right?
You can maybe check at the general store, but it is doubtful that.
Yeah, I'm focused on something else anyway. I'll steal it from somebody later. It's fine.
Did Brific ever wake up?
Last Thrimby left him, he was still sleeping.
He'll slow us down, Shiala. We can't.
That wasn't Chiala asking. It was me asking.
He'll slow us down, Mongoose. We can't.
I think Brific's seen a whole lot of action that he never wanted to see. I think he's happy where he is.
Yeah, rooming with Rimby.
Right
literally
this
only
moment,
pretending to
I
sleep
meant.
when we're here.
Well, he was also getting real friendly with the barmaid. If I recall correctly.
That he was.
They'll be sharing a room when we get back.
Charming fellow for how big and boisterous he is.
Well, Elaine also seems like the type of person who wouldn't take his shit.
Right?
That's
I was
fair.
gonna say it, yeah.
It's like they're made for each other.
Okay, if everybody's all set, then we're gonna head out. We're gonna also take a quick break whilst that is happening. So stay tuned. Our team is going off to find these Willow Stones. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out during the break. Okay, so we got some goodies from Santa Claus. I mean, Paasha. And now our team is heading off to these intriguing, mysterious Willow Stones that Paasha has been to once or twice or 3 times with Makaria's dad. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And we'll see what they find there. Okay, as the group heads out of Ballant, in what way do you all walk together?
I'm up front.
Chial would be right behind her.
I'm right behind Shiala, I guess.
Well, I mean, we can walk next to each other.
No.
Single file
There's
only.
no hierarchy. Yeah.
I'll bring up the rear, I guess.
Now, Makaria, when you say that you're up front, are you like, are you walking like next to Paasha, or like just behind her, or like literally in front of her?
Oh, I'm walking ahead of her.
Can't let her outdo her.
That's fair. Okay.
Show me where to go. Walks in front.
I have to assert my dominance.
Okay. So about an hour or so out of the town and past where the blue tower would have been. The road sort of curves and goes around some small little hills here and there. It's definitely a well-traveled path, but the further you go on it, the less foot traffic it appears to have gotten. And at one point, Paasha points up ahead and says that there's it's an interesting little ruin up ahead here. We're gonna cross by. It looks like it's just the bottom of a tower. And within a few minutes, you come up to it.
So this ruin is in the place that we would think that the tower we just came from was?
No, this is well past it. You're about an
okay.
hour or so of walking out from the outskirts of Ballant. Walking basically towards the coast, but a little bit also towards the borders of Theodosia, so north and east a little bit. And as you curve around the little stone outcropping, you can see that there's a rounded bottom of what used to be a tower with some stairs that lead down. Some of the ground is a little bit higher than the other side of it, and as you approach it, Nidase is getting a little bit frantic, and doesn't really want to go any further.
I guess I sit my backpack down with Nidase kind of in it, right over here, so that I can continue on, but I kind of keep my eye on her.
And Shiala would keep following her. What is this tower? Or former tower?
Paasha,
Directing this at Paasha.
Paasha shrugs. I'm not sure, but I spent some time here, and she kind of turns a little red.
Right, don't need details.
Nidase is becoming a little bit more frantic, trying to get out of the satchel as best as she can.
I pick Nidase back up, kind of hold her in my arms and grab my backpack, and just like use both hands to kind of restrain her from getting away.
Your machine's got some kind of malfunction?
You
So
know,
are these-
for me,
These stairs lead up or down?
Down.
Like down into the ground?
Yeah, so you're here on the edge. You're a few feet up from the bottom, and so like you could come up on the stairs here and sort of walk down.
Oh, I see. That was I thought that was flush with the ground there. I'm sorry.
And the ground in this way, it like kind of
Yeah,
comes down so
I
that
see.
this is at the same level.
Yeah, I can see it now.
A little bit of a slope. Nidase is basically trying to claw at your face, Makaria, right now.
Jeez.
it's just a little tooth hug. Don't worry about it. I just hug her tighter to my chest.
Tooth hug.
Nidase has pretty much come out of the satchel and now just jumps right off your shoulder and doesn't run away, but she kind of keeps hopping in place like she's trying to get you to follow her away from this place.
By the way, for some reason we can only move in the squares, like
Yeah, if you
in
hold
the
Alt,
same spot. Oh,
if you hold Alt, it'll let you.
I guess I kind of like drop down to my knees and like just kind of sit with Nidase and try to calm her down.
What is with Nidase? What's going on?
Makaria just stares at Shiala and says, "I don't speak construct."
hey Paasha, you can like tell us what magic items are. Can you sense something in this place? Something that would cause a construct to freak out like this?
Paasha takes a look at towards Nidase around the place, shakes her head. There's never been any magic here before. I can try, but I don't think there's anything magical about this place. And she goes over
Shiala's
to
gonna look
the...
around for levers.
you can do an investigation check.
Okay.
And
Can I try to see if I sense any magic or anything from this place too? Sorry.
yes, you can do Arcana and Perception. And Makaria, if I could have you, Makaria and Thrimby also do a perception check, please.
Hey, my rolls didn't totally suck.
Should I also be doing perception, or is my investigation distracting me from it?
No, so if you're looking for the levers right now, we can clump that into also
Okay.
just being aware of what's happening in general. Shiala, there are no mechanisms around here that indicate of a lever kind of quality. But then again, these are ruins, and so there could have been just worn out indicators somewhere. But either way, a lever you don't think would necessarily still be in working condition after all this time. Sariel, you don't sense any sort of magic of any kind here. Makaria, you can sense that there might be people nearby. You think you hear something coming from the general direction of these trees and bushes up here. And Thrimby and Shiala, the same.
Are they coming
Makaria,
towards?
go ahead.
Do we hear them coming towards us, or are they just in general?
In general, you just get the sense that that you are not alone, and maybe there's somebody there.
Okay.
At this point, Nita is shaking furiously, trying to. She has now grabbed on to Makaria's boot area. Are you wearing boots or shoes? I'm so sorry.
I'm wearing boots. Boots.
Boots. So she's grabbed onto your boot, and she's just trying to pull you away in the opposite direction of where you can sense that maybe there's somebody watching you.
Thrimby yells, "Is there anyone out there?" Show
Dwarves
yourself.
love yelling.
Dude, dwarves love yelling, yeah. Enamored with it. That's amore.
You don't hear anything. Or at least nothing answers you back.
Do we still get that sense of people being nearby then?
Yes.
Thrimby yells, "Come on out. There's no need to be afraid. Unless you're brigands, then you should be very afraid."
Shiala's gonna go up to the top of the stairs and start looking around, see if she can find anything. Find anyone, see anything. Tracks or anything, really, just any trace of people.
Thrimby goes with her just in case she gets real.
3 darts happen to whiz right past you, Shiala, and roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Okay then.
Well, guess it's brigands.
I'm just gonna
I was
make myself there real quick so that I'm in the battle map.
Oh shoot, I forgot to select myself when I rolled.
Oh, fuck, me too. Oh, no, wait, I did? I did.
Dang it.
Are they like actual darts or like crossbow bolts?
Darts. Well, they whizzed past you really quickly.
My monk is fast enough to deflect them. I think she could recognize what they are.
They're darts.
Okay.
Bladed darts. But they're not a bolt of any kind. Sorry, give me 1 second. Roll20 decided to delete some stuff for me. La la la.
Oh,
Yay,
sorry. That is
roll 20.
that is an atrocious initiative there. That one. That's not so bad. You're a spellcaster. It's usually nice to go a little bit later.
Da, 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 da. Okay. Well, you're just gonna see all these at once because I don't know why this is broken. La 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 la. But bam. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. I think this worked. All right, turnover
that
time.
Oh boy. Can I just real quick? What is the elevation on this little thing here? Like, how high up is?
By the Crossbow Elf purse.
Yeah.
You're looking at about somewhere a little bit more than 5 feet, a little less than 10, at various spots over there.
Ew, okay.
So you wouldn't be able to like
Step up
on
of it.
right, but you could.
But I could
climb
totally
jump
climb or jump.
Right. Okay, so let's see. Who do we need to add? Jimmy. Jimmy. Da, da, da. Oops. Seriously. There we go. Did that. Okay. Sorry about this. The freaking Roll20 just threw me off because those things disappeared. And that was not fun for anyone. Okay. But what you see is stuff and things. Oh, God. Where's our tech command when you need it? All right. Select. You see that there was a half-elf woman, kind of scantily clad in some green leather, had been the source of the darts that got thrown. And she steps out from behind a bush. And a gentleman with a face helmet, a helmet over his face as well, steps out. He's got a chain from which looks like 2 axes were fused to the ends of it, and he's kind of just leisurely swinging that chain around as he steps out from his bush.
Are they just waiting for us?
It appears so. Either that, or they could have heard you coming and maybe hid before you were coming. But they definitely seem to be very well prepared. From behind one of the trees in that same area, a monk steps out, and she's human, seems to be dressed in like a light blue outfit, and it looks like even her skin's a little, if you were that close to her, could tell that maybe even her skin seems a little bit touched by cold.
I thought she was just really relaxed.
She's also looking very zen. Out of all of them, she looks the most stressless.
I'm gonna kill her first.
Remember, we don't even know what they want.
They want to throw darts at us.
They did fire the first shot, as it were.
Which we do all the time.
Yeah, but we also make sure we fire the last shot. That's what matters.
Oh, there you
We
go.
are murder hobos.
I will say too that in my GM voice that had Callum been around, you would have also had some fun stones right now. I guess he would have. He would have had some stones. Anyway. Okay. Oh, and let's not forget. The music. Okay. You also see an elf with fiery red hair and a very large crossbow. One might say that it reminds you of Uthmara's crossbow, Makaria, and a quarterstaff in the other hand, a little bit ways away from the other group. Okay.
Paasha, cast a fireball.
So Paasha is at the bottom there, and at this point has no idea what's going on, but can see that everyone's sort of stopped in their tracks, and she just yells out, "Did you guys see anything?"
Oh yeah, we see something.
We're being attacked.
So let's see. What is Paasha going to do? I think she has to be too far for that. This is touch. It is touch. 10. She's gonna come up the stairs next to Sariel and Makaria, and she is going to cast heroism on both of you. Level 2. So you are both imbued with bravery. You're immune to being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of your turns.
Ooh.
So whatever your spellcasting ability is, you take that modifier and add it in as temporary hit points. And let me know if you have questions about that. But you should be able to also mark it on your character sheet. And if you get attacked, the temporary hit points go down first. And you get those at the beginning of each of your turns.
So mine goes up by 1.
I thought it was by the caster's spell casting.
Oh, my smell. that would make sense. You can tell that I don't play Paasha.
It just makes more sense, because what about characters that don't have a spell casting?
Yes. So three temporary hit points for both Sariel and Makaria at the beginning of each of your turns.
Thank you.
And this will last up to a minute.
Oh, by the way, that was me saying thank you to you for explaining. I was not saying thank you to Paasha as Makaria.
Gotta make sure. It's a clear distinction.
And when Paasha touches both of you, she just lightly touches you on the shoulder, and says, "I can't fight. You'll have to do the fighting for me."
What?
That's what she says. Shiala, you're up.
So, you're just gonna have to trust me that Shiala can make it over here, or you can count, but I mean, she has a range of 40. She's going to run over to the monk. Straight on over to the monk.
And say hi, friend.
And punch her in the face.
Monk super secret handshake.
In the face.
Gotta assert monk dominance.
Every monk fight. Does that hit?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm still trying to fix this as we're going. It does.
Oh, good. She has lower AC than me. Or the same. There's damage, and I'm gonna do my bonus. Does that one hit?
The second one does not hit.
I didn't think so. Alright, that's me. She just charges in and punches the monk in the face.
As you punch her in the face, you can't help but notice that her skin is just icy.
Did she chew 5 gum?
Thrimby, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Shatter, but disregard the damage roll because I'm also gonna do a thing in a second. Let me find the Shatter.
I like the disclaimer.
Okay. It's gonna be cast at this square.
You can click and drag the area from your journal of spells. FYI.
Wait, click and drag the area from my journal. Oh, journal.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I have a shattered thing. Forgot about that thing.
I think can resize it maybe. If not, I can. But I guess not.
I don't know. Well, it starts from there. You get the idea, right?
So the shatter is 10-foot radius. Yeah. There's
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not rolling the damage because I'm using.
because you're doing a thing.
So
Yeah,
he just
so
made it
it's
into
an
a
automatic.
thunder wave.
It's an automatic 24 on damage. Right? I think so.
What?
He's using his using
yeah,
your challenge
I'm
ability to
rolling my
deal
damage.
maximum damage. Maximum damage.
Dang,
Maximum.
Thrimble.
Nice little alpha strike there.
Yeah, man, it's all about shock.
That's
they're
24
gonna have
damage
to
to
roll
each of
some-
them?
No, they have to roll Constitution and they can save.
Oh.
They
okay.
could save.
You could save
Just
half
take-
the damage
just take
or
12.
no?
Yeah, they could just take 12.
Yeah, only 12.
So that is basically all three of them. Nice. Okay, and you said Constitution. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Half elf with the darts going first.
I just want to get Chill Monk so bad.
There's no like disadvantage or anything. All right, let's see.
Nah, I don't think so.
It's not anything like.
They have to be like golems to have disadvantage.
Tatiana takes out the golem that was coming. No, Right. Okay. So half elf with darts. Constitution. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Ooh.
20 is you.
Oh,
24? Is that what you said?
24 damage.
24?
24.
Max damage.
24. Okay, I'm still. Jesus Christ, 24. That's like a 2, and then it followed by a 4. All right. The axe swinger is gonna go now.
Ooh,
Oh man, does he make it?
So that's just 12.
Yes.
Just
Still
12 damage.
just
Only
Just
12.
12. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. And the moment of truth. Chill monk, here we go. RNG, don't fuck me over. Don't fuck me over.
Yes! Oh yes! Please tell me she's down. He deserves this.
24.
Plus the 7 she took last, she's gotta be down.
The chill
Not
monk.
so chill now.
The chill monk
Boy.
is looking like she took a bit of a punch, but she's still in the fight. She's still in the fight, but it hurt.
She's got
It
more
hurt, Will.
health than I do.
Looking like she took a shatter to the face.
Yes.
Sign me up for Thrimbledor's army. Dang.
She's got more health than I do.
Thrimbledore.
That killed me.
You're welcome, everyone.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. That's shattered though.
Ooh, I'm seriously debating if I should follow this up with a spiritual weapon to try to nail the Chill Monk. But I think that's greedy. I'm
God,
good,
you're
I'm good.
so
That's my turn,
angry.
that's my turn. As a thoroughly unchilled person, Thurby hates chilled people.
I was gonna say, though, this freaking hate on for the chill.
He's grieving.
Yeah, see?
Dang. Is that all? Is that all you do?
That's my turn.
That's your turn. And it doesn't stay, right? The shatter just happens and it goes away. Alright.
Yeah, correct.
You're not gonna move at all, right?
Well, sure, I should move. There. That's my movement.
I would like to take a moment to point out how perfectly spaced out the three of them were for your shatter to literally hit all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. All right. Nita say. Frantic little Nita say.
Crap is she supposed to do after that?
Fight the
Uh,
chilled monk to death?
No, Nita is gonna say safe, and she's going to use her movement to go up and hide behind this bush.
All right, Makaria.
All right, if I were at the bottom of this little thing that the elf is standing on, how much movement would it take for me to climb up it, get up it, or could I not do?
Sorry, can you point where you were pointing again? I wasn't looking. I didn't see it.
Like right, the thing that the crossbow elf is standing on. Like if I were to climb up, like right underneath that, yeah, or to try to climb up, is that feasible?
It's 5 to 10 feet.
How tall are you?
Yeah, it's essentially because you don't have anything that helps your climbing, right? Because otherwise it's just an extra foot of movement essentially for you.
Oh, okay. So it would just require more movement. Okay.
And you still have to
Alright,
go
hold on,
like
let me-
around the stairs to get to the top here. Otherwise, this would also be like if you just went from where you were and just kind of wanted to go in a straight line. This would also be enough of a large step for it to be an extra foot of movement there too.
Okay, so if I use my my action to double my movement, I would theoretically be able to make it up the stairs and up the little thing and kind of like face off against the elf. Yes?
Yes, you're talking about dash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to do that and like get right up in her face. Like right up in her face. And like try to I just want to like I can't
Don't
do
kiss her.
anything, right? Like I can't touch her because I wasted my action, right? But I just want to be like staring hard at that crossbow because I think it's Uthmara's.
And do you do anything else, or you're just staring at her?
Well, I can't, right? Because I used my action as my dash, so I can't really do anything.
You don't have anything bonus? Oh, I think I'm thinking of something else. I think I'm thinking of your hunter's mark. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
But-
use that because Thrimby already took out half the enemies, so it's a wasted spell at this point.
Yeah, then that's it.
Alright, I'm in her face. I'm in her face.
You do realize that now she can just hit you much easier.
Yes, but I needed to get up in her face. Scare tactic.
Oh, that's true. Like how, what was it, Vikings or whatever? You know, just get up and they're just like, ah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also,
sure.
like, how successful is it? Like, she's gotta, like, melee me now, right? Like, she can't, like... She gonna shoot a bow at me from a foot away? Like,
Can she use her bonus action to try to make her piss herself? Like, is that what's going on?
well, no, I wanted to try to grab the bow, but, like, I don't think I can do that.
No, I'd say that would be an action, yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do something like that. Okay. So Makaria has gotten in the face of Crossbow Elf. Alright. The Dart Lady is going to attack Shiela. And let's see if this links. I guess it doesn't. Dang. Okay. This is going to be a copy paste situation, but it's she has a sneak attack once per turn. Which I guess it's yeah. Dealing extra damage when it hits a target with a weapon attack when the target is within 5 feet of an ally, aka her ally, the Chill Monk. And she is going to use she's going to make 2 ranged attacks with her darts. She throws 3 at a time.
Okay.
Does she throw them really fast, or is she just like handful, boom?
That misses.
It's really fast. Think like Genji from Overwatch.
Actually, technically,
Pew, pew,
Genji
pew.
does both.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
true.
God.
He does have 2 the first.
Push-up
first one.
classes.
The choo-choo-choo. It
Fair.
almost looks like she's throwing them all at once, but she is doing them in very quick succession. So the first one misses. Second one
Also misses.
And so she cannot do extra damage because she didn't hit. Damn it, Dart Lady.
Wait, each dart is 3d4?
It's 1d4. It's just she's throwing 3 of them.
Yeah, but the damage being rolled for each roll is 3d4.
Yeah, but she's throwing 3 darts with each throw, so each throw is 3.
Oh! I get it. I'm sorry.
Well, you're fine. I had the same when I was trying to put it in. I was all like, how am I gonna do this so I don't hate myself? All right, Crossbow Elf is surprised that Makaria is in her face. She's not gonna lie. If she were to be asked about this later during an interview, she'd be like, "Yeah, I was just there minding my own business, and then all of a sudden this tiefling was all up in my face, so I had to,
Boom.
I had to punch back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?"
I mean,
Dog.
So the Crossbow Elf is going to first roll a thing to see if she can roll some other things. 1 second.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. You are lucky this time. And she is a crossbow expert, by the way, for those of you that don't know her, again, as she would say in the interview later. And will use her heavy crossbow attacks on Makaria, even though she's right there in her face. She's gonna take just like a quick step back, and then shoot right at her. And it's going to be 2 attacks.
Nope.
They'll both miss. Right, because you're 17
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this point. Damn it.
Yep.
Drop your dual wields. I mean, just kidding.
Nah, B.
But the elf is just still so thrown that she misses. The
What
chill
an
monk.
expert.
Hey, even experts have bad days.
so does that give her so she doesn't have the disadvantage or anything?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The crossbow expert is a feat. It also
Okay.
ignores the loading quality on crossbows. So.
Oh, nice. Give me your best shot, monk lady.
The chill monk is also going to roll a thing to see if she can roll a thing. Damn it.
I don't like what this thing is because you keep getting upset that it's failing.
What's with these threes?
She wants to destroy us so badly. We too strong.
She's so chill and yet unchill.
She just got hit in the face and then shattered in the face. She's having a rough day, as far as her chill days go.
Wants to get back to smoking weed.
So she looks not very zen anymore.
Just unchill monk now.
The monk is going to make 2 attacks at Shiala. An unarmed strike.
Ooh, it hits.
And a cold jab with her other hand. As she hits, you feel a little chill
That one doesn't hit.
in the air around you as it dissipates around you. The axe swinger. Wow, all these. I love how these initiatives are everybody goes as a group.
Except for Sariel.
The
I guess technically.
axe swinger starts mumbling something under his breath, and he's just swinging. He's swinging that double axe, that DIY double axe, on his chain, and takes a few steps forward. Aims for Shiala. And makes 3 attacks.
Ooh.
2 with the chain axe. But the first attack is actually not going to deal damage. The axe swinger is going to try to essentially trip you, Shiala. So if you can give me either a strength or dex saving throw for DC 13.
That should do it.
God damn it. So then the axe swinger tries again. This time trying to deal damage.
And he misses.
And the last thing it has in its arsenal is a hand axe that is going to throw at Shiala.
That one freaking hits. Is he in close range? Do I get an attack of opportunity against him?
He is just outside the 5 foot for you. And
Okay.
I'm
so
assuming. Oh, Jesus.
his chain thing has reach.
Yeah, his chain is 10 feet. So he's not in melee. What's it called? In melee range for you because he travels with a monk and he knows. So he's just outside of range.
So I jump over the first chain that he tries to go at my legs, and then I duck under the next one, and then he just throws an axe at me? What a jerk.
He is. Sariel, you're up.
Okay, so this axe dude is the only one who took half damage from the shatter, right?
Yes.
I
Yes,
believe so.
correct.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take out to the top of the stairs. There we go. Sorry, I had to hold Alt. Forgot about. And I'm gonna. Let's see, I'm less than 90 feet away from the axe dude, right?
10,
Oh, yeah.
20,
Yeah.
30.
All right.
You're good.
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to cast Chromatic Orb as a twin spell, and I'm gonna hit this bitch and that dude.
It's one of
And you
my
know
favorite
what?
spell
Let's-
combo things.
Let's do it at a level 2, cause why not?
Just take him out early, right?
Wait, how do I do it as level 2? Hold on.
When you click it, it should ask level 1, level 2. If that, but...
It didn't though. It just said like
Oh.
normal roll or advantage.
Oh, that it may be when you roll the damage. I don't know. Does it change how?
Oh yeah, I think it might be.
Oh, I see. Does that hit them though?
Let's see. So you did the crossbow elf.
Yeah, the crossbow elf and the axe swinger.
The crossbow elf, yes. The axe swinger, yes.
Sweet.
I thought you were about to say no. I was like, oh god, we're gonna have a hard time with him.
Ooh. And that's gonna be just for Thrimby, we're gonna do lightning damage.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So that
don't get me
is-
wrong. I like lightning too. So
That is 19 damage to each of them.
Second here. 19. But bam.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of some movement to duck back behind this ledge. so I can be a little bitch. I got a very low AC, alright? I'm powerful, but I'm killable, so...
It's okay. I think I have their attention.
Shiala and Makaria will be your tanks for this afternoon. That lightning definitely took its toll on them. It impacted them as you would expect that it would. For sure.
Sweet.
Okay. Paasha is going to... Let's see.
Watch her make all the next fights that we have, like, ridiculously stronger.
I mean, I'm pretty beat up right now, so...
You only took 9 damage, I think, right?
No.
Oh.
That was just the one attack.
I thought all the rest of them missed.
Nah.
Okay.
I have taken nearly half of my health.
Oof.
Holy crap. You're gonna need someone to heal that.
Yeah. Yeah, I might.
Lay on hands.
No, lay on hands, paladin thing.
So, Paasha is going to cast Silent Image. And, no, she won't. Yes, she will. Sorry. Okay. No, she won't. She is going to run up and basically hide next to Nidase. She doesn't have enough walking thing. Okay, Shiala, you're up. And you are technically underneath the tree. The roots, the root. Is that the right word? That's not the right word. The trunk. Thank you. The trunk of the tree is right here, so you could, in theory, move certainly in this space if you needed to, and you would still be in the chill monk's range. Of course, melee, not taking an opportunity attack.
I was wondering if I could move up into, like, next to that guy, so that when I inevitably take down this monk, I can use my bonus attacks on the other guy.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, if you want to get closer, by all means.
I mean...
You can also move after you attack.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Your movement can take place, like... I'm sure she's gonna let you take a step at least between your attacks. Like, you can just be stepping forward while you...
Well, either way, I'm gonna go ahead and punch at the monk.
Nobody likes the chill monk.
Whew.
Jesus.
That'll teach her to be chilled.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Oh, it hits.
Is she down?
She is not.
She's not down?
No.
Screw her. I'm spending a key point.
Oh, I got something for her next turn.
Nope. She's going down right now. Look at that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Is she down yet?
Nope. But she is looking
Good.
really
'Cause
bad.
I spent the key. Oh man, I missed. I'm gonna spend my little reroll thingy, the inspiration thingy.
Inspiration! Yay!
So I'm gonna reroll that. And that one hits.
That hits.
Is she down yet?
Not yet, but she is like barely holding on, standing straight up.
This
Go one
monk
health,
has, like,
get her.
She has like twice my health.
I didn't say she was your twin. I said she was a chill monk.
I'm just saying that we're fighting a monk that is like twice my level.
All the
Holy
pot she
crap.
smokes makes her strong.
Really quick, use your bonus action to spit in her eye and do some psychic damage. No, I'm just
That
kidding.
was my bonus action.
I was just kidding.
Of course you were.
I mean, I would allow it. but
Oh, by the way, she also has to make a save against my trip thing, which is the dexterity saving throw against, I think, 13? I always have to check that. I always forget it. It's 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So yeah, 13. So yeah, so she gets knocked prone. So basically,
Okay.
one of my attacks was like a sweeping kick at her legs.
Yeah, she's pretty. I mean, you guys have been hitting her pretty hard. She's not up to snuff, as it were. So let's see, prone. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. This is should do this. This is good enough. Bam.
Screw her.
So she can crawl until she can stand up, but she does have disadvantage on attack rolls. And next time you attack her, if she's still alive, then you will have advantage.
I have this weird feeling that Thrimby isn't going to let her be alive.
Pretty not.
Oh, Shiala,
Although the
did
axe-
you add your,
Huh?
did you add your 3 temporary hit points at the beginning of your turn?
I didn't get 3.
It was
You
just
get them from
was-
Paasha.
it was just
Oh wait, it was
2.
Makaria and me. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought it was. I'm sorry.
No
I'm gonna shut up now.
Paasha's trying to get to the other people, but it's
But
hard.
yeah, the axe swingers. The axe swinger's probably a bigger threat to Shiala right now. Not gonna lie, but that's my turn.
All right, is it time to Thrim?
It's time to thrim.
Thrim.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna run 1, 2, 3. Wait, is this a hard corner? This here?
Yes.
Alright, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to cast the Thunder Wave using my little handy dandy thing that you provided me.
He's gonna hit a wall again.
There, like that.
Oh, you're the best.
These villains really need to stop grouping up together.
Definitely. Meta can't channel divinity, but it's 4 damage. Oof.
So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Aye aye.
All right. So we got the darts lady. What are we looking at? What's the Constitution? Say?
13.
13.
13.
It's in
Oh,
the
it's on
chat.
top. Yeah, I see it. Sorry, I was like, so many things to look at.
Yay, 4 damage.
All right. For the axe swinger. Oof.
Not so constitution-y now, are you?
And the chill.
Not so
monk.
constitutional.
Not so cocky now.
Yes.
Got all of them. Nice. Please let the monk be down.
The monk is just hanging on by her like.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh, the
She
chilled
leg-
monk.
She legitimately has
Threat.
twice my health.
Okay, they're also supposed to be pushed 10 feet. So here we go.
10 feet.
I guess all of them 10 feet to the west. Yeah.
Okay. Let me Nope. What?
It's a good thing, because that's about all the room they have to be pushed.
Yeah.
That was about 10 feet, right? There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's my
Thunderwave
turn.
go. Thunderwave.
Oh yeah.
You have definitely made the chill monk significantly less chill. Like, she is now on the spectrum of she's being held alive by her fury.
Damn.
That's how much health she has left. Just her fury is holding her alive. Need to say.
Need to say runs there, but is at the bottom of the hill thing.
So you said that. Alright. And she just stays there, or?
Yeah, she can't blind anybody because I'm up here. And she can't bite anybody. She's at the bottom of the hill, but she wasn't going to stay with Paasha because that's not my mom.
You just wanted to get her away from Paasha. I got you.
You know it.
I got you.
Paasha
I
is
feel
a
that.
Paasha is a bad influence.
Makaria, you're up.
Okay. I am going to try to slice and dice this elf's forearms so she could stop shooting at me like a jerk.
That hits.
Ooh, it's time to slice and dice.
Ooh, I like slicing and dicing.
7 damage. Hit her again.
Reminds me of a Supernatural episode.
Yes, that's where I got it from. Alright, 8 damage plus. Hold yourself.
That, though, not gonna say anything.
11 damage.
11 total, or the 3 and the 8? Makes
3 and
the
the 8.
11. 3,
Yeah,
okay.
the 11, yep.
18 total.
The elf is not happy. She kind of uses her quarterstaff momentarily to, like, stabilize herself. Okay. The half elf with darts. With dwarts. With dwarts.
Half elf with dwarfs.
Get him with the dwarfs!
Dwarts.
He's throwing dwarves.
Let's see, is that still in range? Let's see. 1, 2. The half elf is going to make 2 ranged attacks with the last 6 darts that she has. She's going to attack Thrimby and Shiela. So she's going to first kind of come out from behind the bush a little bit there and aim at Shiela.
It hits, but I'm going to deflect.
Can you throw them back at her?
I can if I spend a key point. Let me roll this real quick. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I see somebody messing with my thing. It's a 1d10 plus my dexterity plus my level.
To do what? Sorry.
I reduced the damage by that much. So I roll a thing to reduce the amount of damage I take.
So that covers the 3, I'm guessing, is what I'm trying to get at.
Actually, yeah, you know what? I don't even really necessarily need to roll it. I have a +8, so it just kind of negates all of it. I'm gonna roll it anyway, just because why not? I already had it typed up. So, yeah, no damage.
You get him health back. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I could technically, I have now caught them and could use a key point to throw them back
Ooh.
if I wanted. How hurt looking is the dart thrower?
The dart thrower is she's not looking good. She's kind of bleeding from my ear. Probably because of the thunder wave.
Alright. So, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste my key.
Okay.
So I just deflect them. Or I catch them, but I'm not throwing them back.
Well, is deflecting the same thing as catching?
It says if you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in one hand.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And if you have at least one hand free. And it says if you catch it in this way, you can make a ranged attack for 1 key point. So it's only the ranged attack that requires the 1 key point. I can catch them just because I reduced it to 0.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna add those 3 darts because I actually have darts. I just haven't used them.
Now you have 3 more. If you choose to keep them. And then she's gonna do another attack on 3B.
Hey, that's a miss.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. You have better AAC. I forgot about that.
He's the real
I
tank.
I should legit be in front, but I'm casting spells from the back.
You just want to see what it's like for Sariel.
Yeah.
Alright, Crossbow Elf is going to roll a thing again to see if she can roll a thing. Okay. She's going to throw up some bolas at Makaria's feet.
Oof.
And,
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
The 3 points that I get, do they stack or do I just get 3 altogether?
The temporary hit points don't stack on top of each other. So, like, if you were to lose them during a turn, you would get them back
would
the
get
next
regained.
turn.
Okay.
But they don't stack.
Alright.
That's a good question. But they
Thanks.
they technically, quote, stack on top of your regular hit points. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Like they
yes.
go for
But it just refreshes every round, basically.
Yes.
Okay, so I took 4 damage there.
Yes. And then if you want to do a strength or dex saving throw for 13.
Yes, hold one moment. Strength or oh, they're the same. Okay. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
Yes, you can. Using inspiration.
Yay!
Woo!
Thank God I held that skull beneath that puddle.
Thank God.
No offense, Dombrowski.
None taken. Rouse.
The small Thrombowski.
Yeah.
And her second attack is going to also go for Makaria.
Because I'm in her face.
Pretty much.
Jeez Louise!
Holy mackerel. So that's 14. That
Okay.
crossbow, though. Whoever's crafting those crossbows needs an inspiration point.
Oh, can I I cast Hellish Rebuke?
Works on. It's not just melee, right? Or let's see.
I think it. Hold on, I have to double check now.
Being damaged. Yeah, it's being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you. You sure can. It's your reaction.
Okay, great. I want to do that. So I've only used it one other time, so I'm not super clear on the order of things.
So I do a dex saving throw. And/or you can roll the damage first, whichever. It's a 2d10 fire damage.
Okay. Is that how I do it?
That's how you do it. Okay, so
I done did it.
a dex saving throw. I think determined by your spell save DC on your character sheet. If you want to let me know what that is.
Yeah, this is the part that I'm unclear on.
So on your character sheet, if you go to spells, at the top there it'll say spell save DC.
11.
Okay, we said dex, right?
Yes.
Come on! Flames, no!
Oof.
Okay, so that's, whew. Whew. So that's gonna be 8 damage. The elf is not looking too good. She's literally using her staff to support herself, and she's like, what the fuck?
Good jerk.
So basically, Makaria got attacked and just glared at this woman and made flames rise up on her.
Never mess with a 19-year-old girl's glare.
Oh. All right, the chill monk, being now sustained only by her fury, is gonna roll the thing. Ta. And she's too weak. She's too weak. However, she will. Oh, good thing the tree trunk wasn't there when they got hit, because I think that may have caused them some damage. She's going to go around the tree. Kind of come up behind Shiala there.
She's still crawling.
Well, I think the thunder wave kind of dismissed her prone, right? I would say. Well, I guess they were. Does thunder wave? They push people back. Do they make them do anything? I don't remember. Let's see.
It only pushes away. It doesn't say anything about proning.
Will you say anything about proning?
I don't know how it would knock her back to her feet.
If it says anything about proning, it would be like Thunderous Smite says stuff about proning.
Okay, so she can use half of her movement to stand up then, and that's still 15. 1, 2, and that would still
Should
be
have
15.
at least. I was gonna say she should still have at least like 40. Oh wait, no, she. Oh, I guess she doesn't have the monk movement. She's a bad monk.
She's a different kind of monk. If there's anything you can glean from her icy touch and other things. But yeah, even with her half movement, she's still able to come back. Or to do that, this like doohickey thing around the... it's a technical term. The doohickey around the trunk. And she's going to do her 2 attacks on Shiala. First, unarmed strike.
Oof. That's not great.
And the cold jab.
That one misses.
The axe swinger is not excited that he got pushed back all the way. And his muttering is kind of becoming louder and more intense. He moves forward. Just within range of both Shiala and Thrimby. And he's going to do his 3 attacks. He's going to swing his chain axe at Thrimby.
Ow.
And again. Not so well. Not so well.
Alright, I roll 1 save. Well, okay, wait, hold on. But if he
No,
knocks
he's-
me prone, shouldn't the next one be at advantage?
No, so he's trying to do damage both times. The text is just appearing both times.
Oh, instead of doing... Okay, gotcha. So I just take 6 damage, right?
Yep.
Got it.
And then he's going to move forward to get into melee range for Thrimby. And hit with the hand axe.
I thought
Okay.
he was gonna throw. Wait, how many hand axes does he have?
At least 2.
Okay, I was gonna say. I thought he was gonna throw one at Shiola.
He doesn't
Come
want to
at me,
lose the
axe
second
swinger.
one.
That's
I
fair.
got something really cool to show you.
Oh no. Sorry, I'll save us.
I'm looking into what I can do right now. I'm just so far away from everybody, which is my fault. But what the fuck?
You have Misty Step.
Oh my god, I do, but then I won't be able to do anything else. Oh wait, it's a bonus action. You're a fucking genius.
Damn it, no! I mean, you don't have Misty Step. Shit.
Alright, shit. Alright, who's the most hurt? Shiala, right?
Yes. I have 9 health.
Okay, hold on. Trying to figure out what is the best thing to use here. Alright, so this ointment that I have, right, I still have that, right? It's still in my thing, so
I think you
yeah,
have 3
alright,
left.
that's what I'm gonna do. I have 3 left,
3 doses, I think.
3 uses, yeah, because it had 4, we used once. Cool, so I'm gonna go up like here-ish. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And Misty Step, and then rub ointment on Shiala.
It's like teleports out of nowhere. Starts rubbing shit.
Basically. I just start rubbing it all over her on any skin that I can see.
What?
And
Like
it
oiling up a
restores,
boxer for a fight.
it restores 2d8 plus 2 health. so that's 13 health.
13.
Yes. And I now have 2 uses of the ointment left. Who will I rub next?
Sariel has a sign. Free massages.
Instant massage. Well, that helps a lot.
Cool. I believe that's my turn, because that's an action and bonus.
And a move.
And all my movement.
In an equal and opposite reaction.
All right. Paasha is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, before the moment passes too much, can I share a really short story?
About ointments?
It's relevant. About rubbing.
Oh dear. By all means. I can't wait.
I used to be in a guild, and my guild's booth made brass rubbings. So somebody could come and donate and make a brass rubbing, which is like, you know, a plaque with picture formed out of brass, right? And you just put the paper over it and rub it with wax. So I had to stand outside the booth going, brass rubbings! Come and get your brass rubbings! And it sounded like ass rubbings. Yeah, it was fun.
Is that how you rubbed Shiala with your ointment?
Oh yeah. I was just like, brass rubbings! Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Alright, so Paasha's gonna move from behind the bush there, and she's going to cast Silent Image.
Are you sure this time?
Yes. I'm 100% sure this time. So within 60 feet, so she's gonna do it. My drawing skills are gonna come in real handy right now. Hold on, just you wait. She's gonna make a person here. Oh, it's the wrong color. God damn it. Dun, dun, dun. Please hold. Oh boy. I have chosen just the worst color, because gray on green is the worst. Is the worst color. Let's change this color. Bam! There we go. Nah.
His leg is.
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it.
Is that his leg?
I was.
So she has created an illusion. Actually, wait. I think this should link. Let's see. But bam, bam. There we go. Created the illusion of a person, and it is in the aesthetic of Mavros. And
Oh boy.
she is.
What is this bitch trying to do?
She's trying to bond with her daughter.
The image of Mavros is trying to look threatening as it stands there, menacing, with a dagger in its hand at the axe swinger. And if Makaria were to take a look over there, she would definitely see him if she were to look there.
Does she have to make an intelligence save? Or intelligence check? Investigation?
I mean, that's a good question, because the illusion sort of walked up, you know, sort of just a little bit, like just a few steps right into the guy's field of view. But for all intents and purposes, right from far away, it looks like a real person. That's a really good question. Yeah, actually, why don't we have everybody do an intelligence check?
Just free.
Would I even see him through the trees
Investigation,
at this
yes.
point, though?
Oh.
Well,
the trunk
yeah,
is,
the
like,
trunk is right
right
there.
there.
Yeah. So again,
Wait,
if you
did I
would,
hear intelligence or investigate?
if you were looking, you could. Well, that's a good question because it says intelligence and then investigation. So I'm guessing investigation because that might be higher if you're trained in it, right?
I think it's
that
it's
means,
just
investigation, which is an intelligence skill.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
You think that they would put it the other way around?
Yeah. You'd think.
I did one.
Only if we're looking, because I'm kind of looking at the chill monk.
Well, just in case, because it'll
Oh, okay.
it's there for up to 10 minutes, technically, if it's.
Oh, Shiala absolutely thinks that's a person.
Yeah, and let's see. The spell save is 14. So Makaria is the only person who knows it's not real at this point.
Of
Which
course.
makes sense, and she should have probably gotten a bonus against it anyways.
Well, I'm now in a
Because-
blind rage, so it won't matter.
Oof.
Paasha better step back.
And it's now Shiala's turn. Poor Paasha. She's like, I think she's just trying to like. She's trying so hard not to do all the bad things with Makaria, right? And like, but the problem is, you know, she just is so reminded of Mavros every time she looks at her. That's where her mind goes all the time.
So Shiala tries to punch, or maybe kick, the monk. Does she get any sort of... Is she still prone? Does she get any sort of, like... Do I get any bonuses against that, or...
She's already stood up, so she's not prone.
Oh, you just still had the marker on it, so I wasn't
Oh,
sure.
sorry about that.
That's right. You did say she got up. Never mind.
Sure.
Does 15 hit?
Face off. Let's see, the chill monk. 15. Yes, it does. Ooh.
Is she down?
She is super down. Tell me how you take her out.
I'm still gonna kick her in the head, so I'm just gonna like roundhouse her in the head. Just straight up, just roundhouse kick her in the head. And then I'm going to... I can move and then take my bonus attack thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just a quick note, as you roundhouse kick her in the head, as she spins around, a little breath of cold air just escapes from her mouth.
Can
as
I
she goes
can I
down.
note that I would like that to be non-lethal?
With 8, yeah, you can.
And Shiala's gonna move over here to use a key point, I guess, and do 2 more attacks on this guy, the Axis Swinger. That probably doesn't hit. Does it?
Damn. No,
No? Okay.
does not hit.
No. 1 more. Is that?
Does not hit.
Damn. Okay. Wasted key point.
So you're
that is
like
right.
next to him. You're saying?
Yes.
So like something more like that.
I got, yeah, I was gonna say I can move over a little bit closer.
Thrimby, Thrimby, Thrimby.
It's Thrimbin time.
I haven't heard any Iron Brand. What's going on there? Kind of
That's
sad.
That's a really good observation.
It's kind of
Thrimbin's
sad.
gonna cast a word of radiance here. And the word is Iron Brand. And I choose to only hit the axe swinger, by the way.
And Constitution save.
Oh, no damage. Screw this guy.
Oof.
Yeah, that's my turn.
The axe swinger pauses his muttering to chortle.
Aww.
But doesn't stop his swinging. Just that's still going.
Swinger's gotta swing.
Need to say.
Miase's gonna run up behind this elf and bite at her feet. Oh wait,
Ankle
I didn't mean to
biter.
put her there. She won't come out. Need a save. Alright, well, you know where she is.
Oh, alt, yeah, alt and move. You're doing it there, you said, or? Where?
I just wanna, just put me somewhere she can bite her feet. I don't care where you put her.
It's our little ankle biter.
Where is my bite? Oh, here, okay.
Oof.
Ferocious!
Ferocious. That hits. And
It was max damage for it too.
the elf is wishing that she had worn boots instead of socks and sandals at this point. That's what she wishes. That's
Well,
her.
everybody else wishes it too.
That's her thought.
Wait, she's wearing socks and sandals? This whole time we were killing her?
I ran directly for the giant nerd in socks and sandals. Y'all passed her up.
Oh. Makaria is the only good person here.
I'm pretty sure the monk is also wearing socks and sandals.
I also wanted to get reactions actually from Shiela and Thrimby to this person that has shown up.
Shiala just assumes it's another person that was attacking them that she didn't see before.
If you guys hit my dad, I swear to God.
You're the only one that knows it's not your dad.
Thrimby, what's Thrimby's reaction?
I wonder if Thrimby would be like racist and be like, it's brigands, there's a tiefling. I don't know this tiefling, so of course they're with the brigands. Yeah, probably. I guess probably, yeah. So, I guess the word of radiance would actually also apply to the image.
And because it is an illusion, like, nothing really affects it, and as soon as that happens, you could immediately tell that it's an illusion, and so can anybody else who's looking right at it.
Oof. Busted.
Thank God I don't have to watch my father die a second time.
Oof.
To be
That's
fair,
tough.
I don't think you saw him the first time.
Listen, what I tell myself at night is different than what you know as a GM.
Big oof.
Makaria, you're up.
I have the sudden urge to stab things. I always have this urge.
And yet it's still very sudden.
Oof.
That misses.
You don't say.
Swing off.
Just want to clarify.
Oof. Thanks, Paasha.
She replies, "You're welcome. I'm not sure what." No.
God, let her talk to me right now. I will end her.
Does that end your turn?
Sure does.
Alright. The dart lady is out of darts.
Out of darts.
Out of darts. But she has a wrist bow.
Do it, do it.
and she is gonna go for Shiala.
Of course.
Well, you're kind of right there in front of her.
Oh no, I'm
Are these
fine with
wrist
it.
bows? on
But
the
it's not
top
gonna do
of
any
her-
damage because I'm just gonna deflect it.
Are these wrist bows on the top of her wrist or the underside of her wrist?
It's on the top, and she moves. There's a little mechanism where if she moves down really quickly, it fires off a bow.
Oh,
A bolt.
okay. I was like
I'm-
picturing Spider-Man, so I just wanted to correct that in my head. Thank you.
So Shiala catches it. I don't even think I need to roll for that. It's just 1 damage, and my modifiers for that are high enough.
So the half elf, as soon as she launches the little bolt, she also moves forward until she's within melee range and hits Shiala with a dagger.
Of course she does.
I wonder what
But
level these things
she
are. They all
misses.
have like multiple attacks.
Yeah, most creatures and people and villains in general tend to have multi-attacks.
Okay.
I mean, you can look up any monster, even not the homebrewed ones who are like that. Because it's to counter the fact that there's typically more of the other of like adventurers. If you,
Yeah,
From a
I'm
game
not
perspective.
questioning that they should or shouldn't have multiple attacks or anything like that. I was just like, I wonder what level these get.
High enough level that the chill monk had twice my health.
Right? That was the other thing, is they're pretty high health.
well, they're all like challenge 2 or 3.
Okay.
You guys are level 4, and you have 5 people, technically, if we want to get into the semantics of it all. Well, this
Yeah,
just
we're
comes
just-
up a lot, you guys.
No, I'm not
which
saying
is
that
a little
being counter-
frustrating,
countered
I'm
or
gonna
anything
admit.
like that. I'm not being critical of you at all, Tatiana. I was just randomly curious as to what level they were. That's all. There was literally nothing behind that question.
I'm just terrified of them.
Okay, so the Crossbow Elf is gonna roll a thing to see if she can roll a thing. She can't. And she's gonna try to change up her attack methodology and go for her quarterstaff and make 2 attacks on Makaria.
Dang.
Whilst trying to avoid need to say. Which is probably how she got bit in the first place, to be honest.
The second one misses.
Chill Monk is out of the picture.
Comes the death.
Axe Swinger.
This guy scares me.
He's a big old softy.
So he's going to kind of go chaotic and attack one person with a chain axe, attack another person with a chain axe, and then end it with a hand axe. So he's gonna just kind of go clockwise. Gonna hit Thrimby, or attempts to.
Haha.
He's gonna try to hit Sariel.
I'm 10 feet away, aren't I?
Yeah, it's got rain or got reach.
It's a 10
On a
foot
chain.
chain.
Do I have to do strength or can I do dex?
Oh no, that's the alternate thing.
So he's just gonna go for dealing damage. That's if he didn't want to deal damage, but instead he was trying to trip someone.
Alright, that's 12 damage.
Yep. Like I said, this guy scares me.
But you had your 3 temp points, so it's really only 9.
True that. You got bravery from Paasha.
And
Yeah, well, I've
yeah,
had 2 turns since then, so I've... Because it said on the beginning of your turns, right? So you add it each turn? The 3
you
temp-
you refresh at each turn, so it's still only 3.
Yeah, so temporary
What?
temporary hit points don't stack on top of each other. It's like if you got hit during a turn
Oh, I thought
and they
it was
went
for
away.
the fight.
It's-
Until the spell ends, up to a minute.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
like refresh on
Uh,
each of your turns.
You only get 3, but if it goes down, it goes back up to 3 the next turn. If you didn't lose any, it's still just 3, because temporary hit points do not stack with each other. You only get the highest.
Weird.
You only get the highest amount.
I really don't like the way it's worded then. It should
Yeah.
say at the beginning of each turn, replace with 3. Unless you lost the 3, then regain the 3. Like, the way it's worded, when the spell ends, target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell. But, like, I don't know, it just makes it sound like you get them each, whatever.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's probably somewhere in the book that says that like temp hit points don't stack or something.
Alright, I'm at
So
17
that
health now.
rule.
Sorry.
And then he's going to use his hand axe to go for Shiala. Whoa.
And hits himself.
So
Drop the axe.
as he turns around and tries to hit everybody with his chain axe, he I think this is the same turn as the other one. Yeah. So it was during this turn that Thrimby's spell made the illusion become an illusion. So as everything else is happening kind of at the same time-ish, as he goes to try to hit with the hand axe, he notices the shimmer of the person that is coming up, like that was kind of there in that space around near him. And he gets so distracted that he ends up just kind of tripping over his own feet and ends up kind of hitting himself with the axe for half that damage. So he's going to take 4 hit points. 4 hit. Sariel, you're up.
So I'm pissed at this fucking dude that just hit me. Out of the elf with darts and the crossbow elf, who looks worse?
The crossbow elf.
Alright, so
Worse for
I'm
wear.
gonna I'm gonna do chromatic orb, and I'm gonna spend a thing. Wait, you know what? Is the trunk of this tree like right here?
Yeah, it's sort of like this area ish.
Ooh, okay. I'm wondering if I do my Aganazar's Scorcher in a line, like, you know, over here.
Just hit all 3 of
Like
them.
if I run up here, if I'm here. Oh, I could just hit all. Hold on. What's the range? 30 feet. Oh my god. I don't need to see it over there.
No.
But you could yell
I mean, I could
3
yeah,
words. If Makaria wanted to hear
But if
them
it's
and
if it's only 30 feet, you can't make it all the way over there anyway.
Oh yeah, for 30
Yeah.
feet, no, you wouldn't.
You could still hit these two though.
3. I wanted to hit all of them. I'm so mad about this. All right, fine. I'll just
Misty
hit.
step. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I would have to make 2 attacks using Misty Step to hit all of them anyway, and I can't do that with spells. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna cast Ganazar's Scorcher. Oh my god.
If you wanna use it from your here, I can drag out from your spell. You can let us know which direction and how you're doing it.
How do I drag it?
Just click and drag out.
Okay, I did that and it like didn't work. I'm just saying. How do I rotate it? I don't know how to do these things.
Here, I can do it for you. There's a little box right at the top. You want it to go left or right?
Right, from me. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Kind
And
of.
we're lighting the tree on fire.
So
But yeah,
like
right
that,
before
or-
I do this, I'm like, Makaria, need a say. So I'm hoping that she picks up need a say. Or whatever. To move her out of the way.
My hands are full of swords. So I feel like I
You have
quite
feet.
gently, yes, I quite gently nudge Nita say off the side of the tiny hill.
Oh,
In
jeez.
what am I supposed
Kick
to do?
the
You shot a
puppy.
fireball at her.
You kicked the dog
I did not kick. I gently nudged. I made that
with
very
your
clear.
foot
Just pushing her
off a cliff.
slowly off the tiny hill, not the cliff. The tiny hill. That's I maintain what I said. That's what I did.
I'll allow it. She can. And need to say, you know, she's got a bond with Makaria at this point.
Yeah,
she
she's
knows.
aware of what's going on.
She knows. What Nita Say is gonna do is she's going to latch onto your leg, your foot, and actually kind of climb up of it and out of the way.
Yeah,
And-
see what
and
we
then
did there?
Drop next to you. Like that.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Nope.
Alright, so we're looking at Dex saves. The other thing she could do is like, yeah, you know, she just kind of just hangs out on the edge of the hill and just falls down gently.
Just
Digging
gently
into the-
plops. Just plops.
So we're looking at the axe swinger. So he takes Quattro. And Crossbow Elf.
Why do I have these
is
cool spells?
Dead.
Ooh. Okay.
That took her out.
Boot. It doesn't do anything
Paasha,
to
do
the
something useful.
illusion, right? Okay.
It just passes through the illusion, but Paasha's already. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any other turn things you'd like to do?
Nah, I'm good. Hopefully.
I mean, you are between two enemies.
Nothing I can do about that.
Bonus action.
Wasted
You get misty stuff.
But it's such a waste. That's my last level 2 spell slot.
True that. I mean, not true that it's a waste. I'm just it's level slot stuff.
Level slot stuff. Ooh.
Level slot stuff.
It just sounded silly.
Let's see, Paasha. Paasha's been doing useful things, okay? She gave them extra hit points and brought back Makaria's father, okay?
He's not
So
my
she's a
dad.
necromancer.
He's not my dad. Let's see. Okay.
Didn't end up
she's-
lighting that tree on fire, did I? It kind of passed by the trunk. And I don't know how low the branches are hanging. Just wondering.
No, you did not set it on fire, but the, some of the edges of the bark are a little singed,
Okay.
but
Sorry, tree.
the rest is fine.
Fairness, it's actually very hard to light a tree on fire.
It is also true.
Also
Like-
depends on the season.
Yeah. These look like very green trees to me.
So Paasha is going to cast Calm Emotions. Ba-bam, ba-ba-bam. A 20-foot radius. So she's going to put it here. Okay, that's basically everybody. 20 feet radius is pretty big. So actually, I think it's just gonna catch everyone. Okay. So she's gonna do it in that direction and in that direction. It's gonna be a circle.
Oh wow.
It's a terrible circle, but you get the idea. Basically, everybody else. And she's gonna suppress strong emotions in a group of people. It's pretty amazing, actually. Let me see it on my phone. And trying to figure out. Sorry, I'm just reading to try to figure out if she can. Make it everyone be. She's trying to make the attackers be indifferent to all of you. I'm trying to see. I honestly can't tell if she can do that. Creatures of your choice that is hostile towards. Oh, okay, yeah. She can target. Perfect. Okay. So she's going to. Oh, you know what? The Crossbow Elf is already dead. Okay, anyway, so she's, the half-elf and the axe swinger are going to, suddenly become indifferent to all of you.
If they fail the charisma saving throw, right?
Yeah. Creature can choose to fail the saving throw if they wishes. Okay. So.
Well, if they want to be calmed down.
Also, this will end the heroism because it's concentration, right?
So she at 9th level, she can do 2 concentration spells at the same time because the illusion was also.
It's crazy. Cool.
Okay, so. Oh, cop. Like, where the hell is charisma? Okay, there we go. So they have to do spell save 14. Damn. And then the axe will swing off. Oh. He is chill as the monk. Not quite as dead.
How close to dead is he?
He is, So he's getting there. He is, a little more than halfway. A little more than halfway.
Alright.
So do we need to roll charisma saves or no?
No, you know what? From the way I'm reading it, it sounds like she can select a specific target to do something, or something or not, in that, just in that radius. So I think, unless somebody sees something different in there, that's what I'm gonna go with.
I think she can't select targets, but she can select the effect. And with us, she can just say suppress, charm, and frighten.
Well, it does say alternatively you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile toward.
Yeah, that's
it's
that's-
an alternatives though.
It just means that she can choose to make them not hostile towards us, but still be hostile towards like another third party, for example.
yeah.
She
so
gets to choose who they're no longer hostile towards.
So we'll just say for ease's sake that the axe swinger is no longer, appears to no longer be hostile, and kind of just stops swinging his chained axes and looks chill.
So this half elf came up and attacked me in melee range, correct?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna punch him in the face. Because that's what I do. Apparently not this time.
Misses.
So I'm guessing that misses.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that also misses.
Yes.
Okay, there goes my turn. Just punching and missing.
Trimby.
Huh. Do I want to... Okay, this is going to sound silly. Can I run here, where Shiala is, and then through her, and then into where Sariel is, and then end up above, north of them? Without taking opportunity attacks or rolling stuff?
I would
Well-
allow Grimmy to run past me.
I don't think this guy's going to take opportunity attacks, so you could just kind of run past him.
Yeah. I
I'm
was gonna
asking-
say.
Okay,
He's,
alright, sure.
he is
Then I'm
in.
here?
He is not hostile towards you, so he's gonna let you do whatever.
Oh, he's going to be hostile towards me after this.
Oh no.
That's a word of radiance. They need to roll a constitution.
Wait, who?
Axe swinger and half elf with darts.
Am I in the middle of that?
Yeah,
I
but
can
he can choose,
not to hit you.
Oh.
and he's deciding to be friendly to us.
Sorry, there's no description, so I was so confused.
Yeah, this one time.
What does that mean? Are you threatening me, dwarf?
Dwarf.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
The elf dwarf
Feud,
rivalry
the
is
feud
real.
continues.
I ain't afraid of no dwarf.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm afraid no ghosts.
We have
Exactly.
Constitution.
Just because she has pale skin doesn't mean she's a ghost.
She's gonna be a ghost soon.
Jesus Christ!
I have ashen skin, thank you very much.
That's 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
That's dope. You can hit like multiple peeps.
Yeah. Swarms. Goblins run around. Kobolds.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Ankle biter. Need to say.
Is she still up on the hill or no?
Yes, she is. So she basically grabbed onto your foot as you swung it back, like sort of next to / behind you, and then just dropped her gently there. Gently.
I just want to say that it's hilarious that Paasha has basically done nothing at this point, and not necessarily because it's her fault, because her spell basically just got canceled since Thrimby attacked.
Oh, she.
Well, Thrimby went by.
No, she
That's
chose
true.
she chose to dispel it. The illusion just allows things to pass through it.
Oh no, I mean the calm emotions thing, because it dispels when they
Oh.
are attacked.
Yeah, Thrimby.
Yeah, and when they see their friends
Bane
get
about
attacked.
common emotion.
I know that's so sad, right? Like witnessing your friend, but they, maybe they're not friends. So maybe they were just thrown together by circumstance, and they're like, whatever, we're hired to do a job. Yeah.
Actually,
Together by
technically,
Sir-
it would be Shiala that broke that because she attacked first.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I also missed.
Doesn't matter. It says attacked
It
or
says
harmed.
it says being harmed. See, it says
It
witnesses
says-
any of its friends being harmed.
Nina
It
say
says-
ends her turn.
Totally says if the target is attacked or harmed.
Makaria.
I'm stabbing.
And she wishes it was Paasha.
She'll get her turn.
She gave you extra health.
Does that hit temporary?
No.
Does that hit? Does that hit?
The axe swinger? No, it does not.
All right, I'm done.
Temporary health. Okay. Won't you be my temporary mom? Does that end your turn?
Yes, that ends my turn.
Oh, dear. The half
Oh
elf
boy.
is so sad that she's out of darts. She's so saddened. But she takes her bonus action to load the wrist bow. And then she will attack with her wrist bow and her dagger at Thrimby. Probably
Oh no.
freaking miss. Damn! Dagger. Damn! Crossbow Elf is
Here comes the big boy.
no mo.
This is the one that freaking scares me.
And then the axe swinger has his pick of people. He was momentarily stunned by the calming of his emotions. But he's back at it, and he's muttering again, and for those of you that are close to him, which is apparently everybody, except for Paasha, you can tell that he's saying something like Merphilion over and over and over again. It's the only word that you can truly make out of everything else that he's muttering. It doesn't even sound like any languages that any of you know in terms of everything else that he's saying. And he's going to use his trusty chain axe. And is also going to go for Thrimby first. And try to hit twice.
Ouch.
He's finally figured out how to get through your defenses. Finally.
We'll see about that.
And then
Nah, just lucky hit.
And
Haha, I got him. Oh shit.
and you're in melee range, right? It's more like this kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's gonna try with the hand axe as well. Just failing all around.
Aha.
Sariel.
Alright, so they're looking pretty shabby, yeah? Both of these guys?
The lady with the darts, yeah, she is not looking great at all. The axe swinger still looks like he has he's a little bit more fight in him. He's got a little bit more sturdier armor, all that jazz. He's the boss of this expedition, probably. You gather. They gave him more fancy equipment. He's doing a little bit better.
Alright, well, I'm feeling crazy. I'm just gonna do, spend a sorcery point to do Twin Spell and cast Chaos Bolt at each of their face. God! I'm re-rolling that.
Is
I have
Can you do
inspiration.
Chaos Bolt? I guess you can do it in two different directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just holding one
I mean,
hand out
I
in either
was
direction.
standing like here and attacked this dude and this person, so I figure why not? Spend a sorcery point to have one in each hand, you know? Do Twin spell. Also, it says in the book that spells do not have to travel in a straight line unless explicitly said that they do.
Where?
Like Agonizar's Scorcher can only travel in a straight line 5 foot wide. But like Chaos Bolt can totally just go up and around and all the things. As long as I have line of sight on the target, I can hit them with Chaos Bolt. Is that okay, or?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? No fucking way, that should not happen! I've used my inspiration! I rage quit life.
But the silver lining is it's a twin spell and you got the same number, and that's funny, kinda?
That's not. I'm so mad.
That's
I
the wrong
can't
kind of
believe
funny.
it.
Winning!
Fucking bullshit.
Does that end your turn?
Yes. Actually, no. I'm gonna use my fucking bonus action and get the fuck out of there.
That's
Alright,
probably
that
not
ends
the
my
worst
turn.
idea.
Bam. Nobody wants to go hang out with Paasha. It's okay. It's alright. She doesn't take any offense to that. Nita say
We're
was
not
like,
the nicest
"Fuck
people
you."
to our NPCs.
I like Paasha. I'll go stand next to
No.
her.
That's nice.
She gave me stuff. I like people that give me stuff.
Oh, I guess it's Paasha's turn. Let's see what she tries to do this time that we can screw up.
She says she's not a fighter, you know, so she has other things.
Sounds
other
like a personal problem to me.
Then 30 feet. Okay. Alright, she's gonna try to, is that 30 feet? Yes, it is. She's gonna try to, charm the axe swinger.
She is very charming.
Yeah. Wait, nope. Oh, wait. Fuck. Click that one too many times. And so, to make a wisdom saving throw and does with advantage. So,
I just remembered that I have a thing that I keep forgetting to use, but I don't think it would have mattered. I mean, it could matter. Wait, maybe not. Is 9 plus 8, would that hit them?
17.
Wait, why did he get an advantage?
Because the companions are fighting it.
Oh.
So, he is not charmed, sadly so. Shiala.
Did you... am I not being hurt?
You know, 17, you said?
Yes, 9 plus
Yep.
8. So, would that hit them?
Yes.
Okay, because I have Favored by the Gods, and I keep forgetting to use. I can use it once per, like, between long rests. Or short or long rests. And if I maxed on both dice, I could have hit them. But I understand if you don't want to let me do that now. I'm just so fucking mad about that.
Now you'll remember for next time.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking reminded myself about this ability twice before we started the game. I still forgot.
There's a lot to, like, hold in everything. I have so many windows open, and I'm like, which one do I need to look at now? Shiala, you're up.
Alright. Shiala is going to continue trying to attack the elf. And probably continue to miss.
That's a miss.
Finally.
That is not a miss.
And max damage.
Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Alright, so that takes her out.
It's safe to say with humanoid or humans, like people, actual people, that she is not going to try and kill them immediately. Just in general. And that is going to be my turn.
Dimby.
Alright. So I gotta, what you're telling me is I gotta nail this guy before Shiala non-lethals them, right?
I guess if you want him dead, yeah.
I do.
I mean, you can technically attack the people that are already down if you wanted to kill them.
It's a good point. You make a good point. Let's see. Which
But
one's
at that
actually-
point, you might be considered evil.
Eh. Alright, we're gonna go for the Warhammer on this. Whoop. I don't know why I pressed that. Okay, my bad. There.
For the axe swinger,
Yes.
that hits.
It is very lethal.
He took it in stride.
Aw, well, that's my turn.
Need to say.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay. Oof. Nidase can like get around to me, right?
I think she can even walk under you, technically.
Oh, God, I'm so bad at moving people. Hold on.
You move me all the time.
Oh, now I've moved the wrong person. Alright, nailed it. She gonna bite him.
He is not wearing sandals or socks.
Not her best bite. Listen, she just got kicked off a hill.
Gently nudged.
Gently nudged off a hill. Alright. I've got her back, though. I'm gonna go in with my swords. Maybe, if I can find them. Here they are.
Now where'd I put those darn things?
God, my swords suck today. Ooh, how about
Ooh,
that sword?
That one's better.
That one hits.
Solid. For a big ol' 6 damage.
Lethal or
Every
not
little
lethal?
bit's good.
What?
Lethal or not lethal? No, I'm just kidding. 6 damage.
I was gonna say, is there ever a question? Just lethal always.
Yes, my character is the only one that doesn't like killing, apparently.
Listen, once we in the ring, it's a rumble.
The axe swinger does
Is
what he
still a
does
swinging?
best. Actually, he's not very good at it, but he's gonna try again. He's gonna try to hit Thrimby again with his chain axe.
Haha. Haha.
Well, he's nothing if not consistent. And then also with his hand axe.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay, that's a real hit. That's a real hit.
Yeah.
The other two were fake, like fake outs, and then and then he went for it.
Obviously, fainting once didn't work, so he fainted twice.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, Al, you're up.
Aha, you fell for my trick. There you go.
2 damage.
Just
Eat
little,
it.
Little spark goes out and hits him.
Like burns his nose hairs. That's my turn.
Firebolt to the back of the head. I like it. He's probably a death's door, is what he looks like. Like he's about to like come in swinging at it and be like, "Yo, what's up? You got any more room?" Paasha is going to save her spell slots.
I was gonna say, she keeps wasting all these spells.
And she'll just she's actually just gonna go to the chill monk and make sure that they're still, you know,
Still
out.
make sure they're still chill.
Yeah. Shiala.
Shiala gonna punch. Does that hit him?
Does.
5 damage?
I'm gonna assume that's
Yeah.
not lethal.
Yes.
Or lethal or not.
What, did he go? Did he go down?
He went down! Tell me how you sort of, kind of, but not really finish him off.
I punch him in the face. She just punches him in the face. Like he turns to look at her and just gets punched in the face.
And he is so surprised, he takes it full force and crumbles to the ground. All right. So let's see.
Now
what
we have
we can
3
find.
unconscious people and a dead elf. a very dead, burnt elf.
Yeah, can't pull any punches on the fire. Sadly so. Okay. So that ends that fight. We will pick this up next week. But before you go, I think I actually forgot to answer one of the identifying questions from back at the inn.
Oh, right, the candle.
the candlestick holder was one. And then I think that was it.
Yeah, because I asked the ring, the cloak, and the candlestick, or the candle holder.
Yeah, I'm not sure what actually happened, but I think she forgot to tell you that. So, what she would have told you back then is she, after a minute of inspection, she says it's a gate key, but I don't know, I can't tell where in the world the portal would be for it to open. But I can tell you that you have to put something small, and I think maybe blue in it to open it, to use it. That's all I'm getting from it.
So I guess we're not going to Sola. Maybe she just now remembered to tell us that.
Is that why Hawyn got carried away? Because she had a candlestick on her? And she had a crystal on her?
She didn't have a crystal. Or at least not one of the ones from
She had the one that she already had.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
She went away because she threw herself into a vat of goo that she didn't know what it was.
She was just reaching for a crystal.
But
I
I
guess
also
she did
had
kinda dive into
I
it.
also had a candlestick holder, but my crystal wasn't in it, and I don't think hers was in hers either.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we do happen to know about a certain place that happened to have portals and now has a dust angel in it.
What place would that be?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that room that we knew that there was a portal of some kind because things were dragged
Yes.
into a corner. I get it.
I don't know that's what this means.
I'm like really
Guys,
happy.
we
But
have
we'll find
errands
out.
to run first.
I guess we'll find out next time. But yeah, after we finish this little subplot.
Yeah, we
Next
need to
time
go to
on Dragon
Sola.
Ball
We've got
Z.
so much to do.
We don't really technically have to go to Sola.
Nita say it's hurt.
I'm
We
gonna
don't
just,
necessarily have to go there right away.
I'm gonna just
I
say
need
that
big swords.
Ariel is now rubbing herself with ointment.
Oh, shit, I'm glad you added that little extra at the end.
Get a room.
There's something about the word rubbing. I think that
Yes.
just makes it so much better.
You can always avert your eyes, Makaria, if it bothers you that much.
No, because we share a room. You can't just be rubbing yourself all the
Shiala
time.
maintains hard eye contact.
With me?
Yes.
I can't even. I can't even.
Giala, you want to be roomies?
It rubs the lotion on the skin.
Shiala
Hey,
just
it's
shrugs.
not lotion, it's ointment.
It smells a little bit like aloe. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's a nice green hue to it. Nothing at all like the other goo you guys came across.
Wait, are we actually taking the time to do all this stuff? Because if we're doing stuff after the fight, I'm gonna go push Paasha over. So I need to know if we're acting or not.
We can't. Yeah. Let's wrap that up. If anybody
All right.
wants to do anything right immediately after the fight, like rub ointment.
I throw my swords on the ground and I run over and just push Paasha to the ground.
Can I do a strength check for me, please?
Oh, this is gonna be embarrassing. Wait, that's a save. Hold on. Okay, better.
And let's see, Paasha. Oof. Her strength is almost non-existent. Okay, here we go.
Oh
Oof.
my god.
What is this -1+1 bullshit?
That is a fair question.
I don't know.
Why isn't it just 0? I don't understand.
I mean, it
Okay, I attempt to push Paasha to the ground, but she is sturdier than I thought.
she sees you
So
coming. So she prepares.
I push her shoulders and casually look as if that's what I meant to do.
Giving
And
her
ask her,
shoulder rub.
who the hell do you think you are?
I'm gonna casually, while this exchange is going on, start rifling through the pockets of this body right here.
I'm gonna start tying them all up. Since they are not dead.
I'm still going to search them.
Did
Yes,
you,
and I will help search while I am tying them up.
are you? Can I have you do an investigation check, please, Sariel? And whoever else is searching pockets.
Sorry, I'll did one.
And
I'm also specifically just looking for anything that'll tell me where these guys came from. So, like, if they're holding something with a symbol that I would recognize, or anything like that. Like, I'm looking for anything like that. Anything notable.
That was painful.
And then, are you tying them up together, or where do you have them end up?
Probably tying them up individually.
And placing them where? Or just where they are?
Up against the tree. This tree. In fact, you know what? No, I'm gonna tie them. I'm gonna tie them to the tree. All together, to the tree, like around it, because that's what they do in cartoons.
So you're saying like they're just
Like around the trunk, they're all just gonna be around the trunk with a rope just tied around all of them at once.
so something like that.
Yeah,
I guess I
if
can
that's the trunk there.
take away there. Makaria, when you push Paasha and she sees you come in and kind of holds her ground, she just looks at you confused, and then her face softens and realizes a little bit of what she did, and she kind of shakes her head and says, "I'm sorry. It was just the first thing I could think of."
You conjure an image of my dead father after you give away all these things that he gave to you, that he meant for you to have, and you give them away as if they mean nothing to you. You flaunt his memory as if anyone should see it and not care. Who do you think you are?
Are you still in her
Geologist.
face, or are you? Did you back
Oh,
away?
I
from
am
it?
very close to her face.
So you're like here.
Oh yes, sorry. That is me.
Paasha crosses her arms and tries to keep her tone neutral. You do not know what transpired between me and your father, and you have no right to speak to me like that.
Maybe I don't know what transpired between the two of you, but at least I accept the fact that he's dead. The sooner you get that through your head, the better for all of us.
I don't believe he's dead. And
Then you're a
Paasha
fool.
walks away.
Makaria goes and recollects her swords, and she wants to check the crossbow that the elf has to see if she recognizes it recognizes it as being Uthmara's, or if it's just similar in.
Well, now it is burnt to a crisp.
That's unfortunate.
You can do an investigation check, please. Sariel. Thrimby, did you want to check for anything or do anything?
Oof, it is burnt to a crisp.
Sariel's was at least nice.
I would like to note that I'm checking all 3 of these things. Bodies / unconscious people.
Yeah, Thrimby just sits on the grass after that fight and recuperates. Because he took quite a few hits.
Okay. Sariel, on the Chill Monk, you find that she is wearing no underwear of any sort.
Ew.
Get it.
And her body, even though she's still very much alive, is very, very cold to the touch. But she doesn't seem to have anything really on her except for the kind of, thin perfunctory clothing that she has on.
All right. I move as quickly as I can to the next person.
The axe swinger. Besides, of course, his weapons, in his pockets, he has a small letter or a small piece of paper that has the same symbols or language or writing that you saw on something that you took from the Blue Tower. You found a letter in a language that you didn't understand.
Right, the Ashwin note, right?
Yeah. So it looks like the same type of writing as you look at it. And also, he's got a very well-worn, well-read, a well-earmarked copy of the steamy romance Betwixt These Stones.
Ooh, okay.
Which you...
Betwixt these stones?
which
Oh, yeah.
someone also found in the Blue Tower in that bookcase. It's a steamy romance. It's written in Halfling, and it's
Right.
by the very famous author Fluya Roundbottom.
Round bottom.
I just thought because we're in a place called, like, the something stones, right? So, I don't know. Maybe it's a clue or something.
Little do we know, it is an hidden message that we just need a cipher to.
Also, this is on the way. Like Paasha was still taking you to the Willow Stones. This is just
Oh, gotcha.
just a spot
okay.
on the way that she just wanted
Alright,
to
well,
point out.
I take that piece of paper, but I leave the disgusting novel with him.
It's actually a pretty good read. It was on the
Shiala
top.
takes the novel for a little light reading.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thrimby
Which direction were we
frowns in
heading when we
disapproval.
came?
You entered here. Actually, ooh, wait. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, bam. Did that move the map for anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes Roll20 works. Okay. So you entered there, and you were just kind of heading up towards this direction.
Makaria heads that away to like collect herself alone.
And then what do we got? The half elf. Half elf with the dwarf. I mean, half elf with the dwarf. I think I'm looking at Thrimby right now.
I'm a dwarf.
I was gonna say with the darts. Again, besides her two daggers, and she has two empty, or she has leather wrappings around her leg where it would hold three darts in the front, three in the back on both legs. So that's there. It has a little clasp at the at the back of the leg there that you could take. Obviously, her clothes are on her, and you find that in one of her pouches on the belt, she has a set of golden earrings, just just spherical earrings. Nothing too fancy. But otherwise, she also seems to be traveling as light as everyone else. Well, no steamy romances in her.
Alright, so basically just the earrings are the only notable thing, or did I miss something? I'm sorry, I had cat
The contraption that she has around her legs to hold the darts, and then her weapons, would sort of be the only things that are of interest, presumably.
Can I take the thing off her leg? Is it like usable by everyone, or do you have to be a certain class to use it?
Yeah, no, it's like it's got a little clasp on the back that's adjustable, kind of like a little belt, buckle type thing. So
Okay.
you can remove them and use them, and it's
Dope.
got slots for 6 darts. Each one of them does.
Alright, I'm gonna remove that and do her earrings look expensive? If we're letting them live, I'm gonna fucking rob them, okay?
Oh my god.
They attacked us.
Can you roll
Are
insight?
we the brigands?
They attacked us first, I may add.
Darts were thrown.
They did
Darts
attack
were
us.
definitely
That is why I did not try talking first.
If only you guys had some pebbles to throw back.
I mean, I have darts. I just don't use them.
Sariel, if you can do insight check for the earrings.
Okay.
They appear to be probably something that's more sentimental to her than actual value, but they are made of gold. So probably a few silver to a few gold, depending on which merchant you sell them to and how high you roll your charisma.
Alright, Shiala, you want something shiny? And I just toss the earrings at Shiala.
Shiala catches them and shrugs and puts them in her pack.
Cool. Alright, dart holder thing. I'm adding things to my equipment. And
Shiala
then,
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
I'm sorry. So all I took from this dude was the note, right? Yeah, and then the dart holder things and the earrings, right, from this girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
And unpleasant
Alright.
thoughts from the chill monk. Apparently.
Unpleasant thought.
Not into going commando.
Definitely not rubbing worthy. Just gotta say, with all that cold skin, just no.
Alright, so Shiala's going to bring the earrings over to Paasha and see if they're magical. And also try to cheer her up.
Oh, sorry, there was one other thing. I wanted to run back over to the thug and just like, well, and I guess I just want to take their weapons away and then go hide them in a tree so that they can't find them. So if they manage to get free and not starve, they're
Do any of them
gonna
have
a hell of a
swords?
time.
None
There
of
were
them
daggers.
have swords, no.
Ah, fuck those guys. Alright.
Oh,
Can
and
the dart holders
Makaria.
hold daggers?
Sorry?
Can the dart holders hold daggers?
No.
Okay. They can only hold darts.
Or something small and thin and long.
Kappa. Alright,
And Makaria, you were looking at the crossbow, whilst the fire did burn it mostly to a crisp. From what you can see of its remains, it does look like it's made. It looks very similar to Uthmara's, but you're fairly certain that it's not. But you are not 100% sure.
All right, solid.
It belonged to Uthmara's sister.
It was mass
How heavy
produced
is
in
this
Sola. What's that?
Is this rock like super heavy, or is this not a rock?
Where? Oh, it's a rock. It's I mean it's about like 5 feet or more across, so it's pretty solid.
Boulder.
Okay. Well, shit. Is there a smaller rock?
We can say that you searched enough enough around the area that you found a suitable hiding spot
Okay.
for all their weapons.
Okay. But I don't stash the dart holder. With that, I run up and give it to Makaria.
I mean, I have darts.
Oh. Does Makaria not have dart? I just wanted to cheer her up because she's having
That's-
such a bad day.
Go ahead and give it to her. I still have no idea if I'm ever using these darts.
You could also give the darts to Makaria.
That's
saying,
true.
if you're never going
I
to use
could.
them. Because now
I
she has
very
a
well
dart
could.
holder and you could hear about it. Just saying. Hashtag cheer up Makaria.
I
I'm
will throw
down
those
here.
darts right at Paasha.
I'm
Jesus
down here
Christ, don't give her
cheering
darts.
up Paasha.
Don't give her darts.
Do you accept the dart holder thing?
Wait, are you for sure giving them to me? I don't...
There's no
I'm
darts.
giving you the dart holder because I
There
don't
are
have
no
any darts.
darts.
Yeah, it's empty.
But hey, I lifted this off of that bitch with the darts.
Oh my god. Makaria takes the holder from Sariel like pretty slowly and looks up as if she wants to say something, but then just kind of looks down and mutters, thanks.
Sariel just suddenly embraces her.
Makaria does not hug her back, but she does sort of drop her body into Sariel a little bit, as if she's leaning
Aww.
into her, but not actively participating in the hug.
Aww, it's a Cinder hug. I love it. I end the hug with a little pat on your head, and then I go kind of back down the road a little bit and kind of start staring at everybody. 'Cause I'm ready to go too.
Makaria looks at Nidase and says, "Did she just pat me on the head?" And then just stops talking.
Pat, pat.
Nidase gives you what you determine to be a slight chuckle, Makaria.
She gets me.
All right.
Did
So that.
Giala...
Oh, doing
Yeah.
the earrings.
Yes. Also cheering her up, like, patting her on the back. Giala's not very good at cheering people up, but she's trying.
Paasha takes the earrings, a little confused, but with a slight nod. You probably get the sense that she's never been around someone taking their things, and so she's not really sure what to do with them, but kind of holds them in her hand.
Giala was asking her to identify and see if they were matched.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay. Everyone's
will
giving
probably-
everyone things.
She will probably give them to her if they are not useful.
No, so
Be gifting right in front of me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
so with and sorry if I didn't mention this before, but so with magical items, you anybody can tell if they are magical. They just can't tell what it is. But you tend to get a little bit of a vibration, or some sort of, like, you can tell it's really finely made. It doesn't look like time has, worn it out or really tarnished it. If it's metal, for example, something like that. So you can tell that the quality, and then like get a little bit of a tingly or like a vibration of some sort from it. You can tell that it's magical. So those are not magical.
Well, she's just gonna give them the Paasha then, and like pat her back.
And Paasha would look at her a little bit confused, but with a slight nod, and she'll take it.
Shiella is not good at social things. This is why her charisma is so low.
Can I see what they're doing from like
It's
where
bushes.
It sounds like the what Shiella and what you were doing with Makaria is sort of happening at this around the same time, but I gather by the time you return, you can see them sitting next to each other.
I am? All right. Well, I just remembered that I had something, so I'm just gonna run over and I take out the yellow feather from my backpack that I picked near the bones, and sorry, Thrimby, and I show it to Paasha and I ask if there's anything special about this yellow feather, or like where it came from.
Paasha looks at the yellow feather and she doesn't know. She then looks up real quick and says, Briffic had a feather on his hat, but I don't remember what color it was.
Should we have woken up the Briffic? God damn it. Alright, thank you. And I put the feather back in my backpack, and I start walking back over to this spot.
Thrimby, is there anything else you would like to do before we head out for the night?
Everyone's like cheering each other up, and Thrimby doesn't really cheer people up. Thrimby kind of makes people sad. So, nah.
Aw.
Thrimby cheers me up.
Aw.
All right. Awesome. Okay, well, we will pick this up next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live on Twitch for Calanthe, the Blue Crystal. This was episode 9. You can catch up on all of our past Blue Crystal episodes at our YouTube channel, super fancy, youtube.com/MindMineTV. And you can check out more information about this custom homebrew, as the kids are saying, world at CalantheDND.wordpress.com. That's CalanthedND.wordpress.com. Go check it out. I'm pretty proud of it. So more information will also be added there, so that you can get a little bit more insight into this world and everything like that. And links are going to be in the description for any YouTube videos, as well if you're listening on iPod, yes, Podbean and iTunes, aka iPod. And we are usually live at 5 p.m. PST on Saturdays, usually, but for, of course, today and next week, we will be here on Sundays at the same time. So come check us out. Thanks again for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week.